Okay. You just said a bunch of numbers in a variety of languages. I didn't know what was going on. Hi, everybody.
Ons fijn draaien. Yeah.
Close enough.
Yep, whatever.
Hi, everybody. How's it going? Welcome back. Good to see you. We're back for another episode of Soldiers of the Lich Queen. Woo!
Yes. We are.
And as usual, as I awkwardly introduce us, I will then pass it off to Justin for channel announcements.
Hey, everybody. It's going. Oh, yeah, this Wednesday is our annual Christmas one-shot, so come on out, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Everyone are being gremlins. Everyone are being gremlins.
Yep.
Your base are belong to us. Yeah, so everyone's playing gremlins. It's going to be stupid, so come on out. It's going to be fun. It's stupid, and I don't know what I'm doing with it.
It's always a fun time.
And then Thursday, hopefully the party saves Drusilla, or not Drusilla, Rose
What?
from some giants. Kiva from some giants. You know how it is.
I was very concerned for a second. I'm like, Justin, are we doing a crossover event I didn't know about?
We are. Get ready for it. Crossover from all of the campaigns we ran on the channel. Crownder is going to show up.
Yes! I'm gonna have to play so many characters.
Yeah, Gundar, friends.
Gundar, friends,
Ash.
Henry, Ash. If that's assuming we're only doing characters that have been played, like
obviously one shots.
In a main game. Oh god, now I'm playing. Then I'm playing like 12 characters.
Anyways, so that's Thursday. We're back with Remember the Frost Maiden, and that's our last game before our holiday break, which we come back after a holiday break on December 30th. So back with Beneath the Tide and all that lovely stuff. Because who knows what they're gonna do next in Beneath the Tide? They have another artifact pickup. It's right there in front of them because they fought a Kraken last week. Anyways.
Yeah, I kicked its ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Critted twice in one round as a barbarian with Great Weapon Master.
Nearly soloed the Kraken.
I was also riding a giant shark, so I think I did like 156 damage in one round.
Yeah, it was gross.
That is disgustingly overpowered.
It's so much
fun.
Barbarians are great.
People always say linear fighters, exponential wizards, and then I play a barbarian and I say, where?
So much fun. So yeah, that's what's happening. Gremlins next week, or this Wednesday. Rime of the Frostbitten Thursday, and then holiday break until December 30th, which means no Soldiers of the Lich Queen until after today, until
2021.
Yeah, until the 3rd of January.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see you all after today. We'll see you all in the year.
Yep. See you all next year.
Next year. All right, that's it.
All right. Shall we begin with the recap?
Yeah.
All right. So, last we left off, the Disaster Siblings had just completed a trial of Cord on behalf of Ilvem in a temple, which was being kind of like practically like deity style renting out a temple of Istis, like Cord was borrowing a temple of Istis. After completing that, they traveled through a valley for a while, following after a lead on something for a monk of the Silver Flame, who asked them to look into some nefarious nefarious ne'er-do-wells. There we go. I just tried to make the combination like the backwards version of do-gooders and just give them no-gooders. We're all doing great today.
We are.
Like a band of nefarious ne'er-do-wells
who
had been attempting to use the Windwell for their own personal gain for some sort of ill intent. So the party decided to follow after them. They traveled along this valley for a while. They eventually found an abandoned town. Food poisoning occurred at one point. They found some neat stuff. And then they encountered a camp of furbolgs, who then brought them back to their own camp, and they spoke for a while, talked about the Windwell, found that it is an ancient place of air-based elemental magic on the material plane, not connected to the elemental plane of air. And that presumably the people that were there were trying to harness its power. So the Furbolgs basically said, like, Furbolgs led by a druid named Odysseus, said that basically, like, yeah, like, go ahead and clear that place out, but we're not going to help because, like, we're not really eager to, you know, bury any of our own after this. So, like, we'd rather just, like, let them do their thing and leave. But if you're here to stop them, we're gonna, like, go ahead. We'll give you some potions. So the party went into the canyon at the end of the valley that led to the Windwell. Had an encounter with an undead grizzly bear that ended pretty shortly, and then found their way to the exterior where there was a camp filled with about 18 skeletons and 2 mages sitting outside who were kind of keeping an eye on things. After an attempt at talking their way in, combat ensued. And it could have gone worse. Everyone managed to fight back the waves of skeletons, and Ilvem managed to heal and capture one of the mages and question her, after which she was let go, and she ran very far away. Through questioning, and then in the next room, taking a look at some notes that were set up, the next room containing a wight and 3 mages who were all dealt with very, very quickly after a surprise round. They were able to find that there is some sort of lead mage in the room with the Windwell itself, who is attempting to condense some of its power down into a transportable mote of energy that can then be brought and used in his later attempt at achieving lichdom. So as sort of like a power source for that. Where we left off, the party had just come into a large, open, grand hall with a sort of lofted second floor and arching pathways that go across a second floor of it. At the end of which were 2 very fairly large, horrifying-looking, and they're still medium, but tall, horrifying-looking monstrosities, undead creatures with armor grafted onto their bodies, holding long swords and with a bow on their back. It appears that they are not quite aware of the party just yet, but there's one on the upper balcony and one standing in front of the large door that appears to lead to the Windwell. And that's where we're going to pick up today.
Are we rolling new initiative or old initiative? Because I didn't keep track of my initiative from the last encounter.
It's new initiative. The last encounter ended, and these ones aren't aware of you yet, so we're not quite in combat yet, if you wanted to do anything else.
Ooh.
However, the room is about, I think I said, like 200 feet long, and it is very, very wide and open. So there's not a lot of room to sneak through here.
Ha. And I'm on the bottom floor.
You're the only one on the bottom floor. Everyone else is on the top floor.
I'm in danger. I'll just have my bag of holding still.
That's still not enough.
How far away are these no-gooders?
Now we're going to live that one down. 200 feet.
Ooh. That's some spicy distance.
That's a touch out of my range.
Just a bit.
Fuck.
My range of 60 feet.
If I just move up 50 feet, I can throw a fireball. That's a bad idea. I wish I didn't separate it this right now.
God, I can't do math.
Can I see the other 2 or no?
No, the 2 of them and Xanorn are like directly above you.
Oh fuck!
The room is the second floor is open at some places. Like it opens up into just like walkways that arch across it. But like just right now, they're directly above you, so you can't see them.
Oh fuck! Okay, I'm gonna slowly get as close as I can to the one on the bottom floor.
Just walking straight forward.
Like crouching and like hiding behind stuff, like doing a stealth mission.
There's nothing to hide behind. It's just a wide open room.
Fine, I'm just gonna walk up and just firebolt it as soon as I get in range.
Okay. I'm gonna say let's take initiative at this point. Or what are the other two you do? Eventually, you will see Hannibal just start walking out like over the edge of the walkway you're on. You'll eventually see Hannibal just start walk out and start walking forward.
As soon as I see Hannibal, I'm like, perfect, a distraction. And I'm going to start
What's my plan?
stealthing towards the one up top who is hopefully focusing in on Hannibal and not little old me.
Okay.
That's my plan all along. Yep.
Given that Hannibal's a distraction, I will allow it.
Yes!
Drusilla, it'll be hard though because you're in plain sight. So if it looks up at all, it'll just see you. But
Can I just
Hannibal is
like army crawl?
You can. You'll be moving at very, very slow speeds. But yeah. Drusilla, what about you?
Seeing Ilvem army crawl, I'm just gonna like crouch behind them and like go. Not army crawling, because I don't want to be prone. But I'm just
Okay.
gonna like
Okay. So for the purposes of this,
move 80 feet. That's all I need.
for the purposes of this, Hannibal, after you move about 30 feet in, and like in your walking, they both definitely notice you.
Oh yeah.
So let's get some initiative because they have longbows.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
Longbows have a long range of 600 feet.
Good thing I have mage armor on.
Yep.
Wait, did you tell us they had long bows?
Yes.
Yes, I did. Twice.
Oh.
2 different times.
Well,
I'm going first,
don't have the
y'all.
brain cells
Oh,
in
time
it.
to
What'd you get?
dab with that dice roll. 7.
Oh, boy. So you're not going last.
Oh.
Well, I'm going before Hannibal.
What'd you get?
I got an 8.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Drusilla, what'd you get?
8.
Would you believe that there are 3 8s in this initiative order?
I would.
Okay, so what are your initiative bonuses?
It's usually +3, but because I'm strong Ilvem right now and not dexterous Ilvem, it is just +1.
Okay, and Drew, what's yours?
+2.
Okay.
+2.
Wow. Drusilla, with an 8, you go second.
Mine's +0 if anybody was asking.
How? So you're starting off so strong.
This is gonna be bad.
I also have a long bow.
This week's combat is brought to you by We're All Going to Die.
Just as a quick also reminder, though, it is very windy in here. The wind well creates a strong wind effect,
Fuck those arrows.
which gives a disadvantage on all ranged weapon attacks, as well as makes it difficult to hear.
Fuck those bows.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really wishing I had taken like the Eldritch Invocation that made Eldritch Blast even longer.
Yeah. Gives it like a 300-foot range or something like that.
Yeah.
There's a pill for that.
Okay. The one up top is going to go first. So it just immediately sees Hannibal just walking forward and is just going to...
Yeah, go for it. Bring it, you bitch. I'm the tank.
Disadvantage. That's a natural 20 or a 4 on the die, so a 9 misses you.
Haha. Ha, you suck. Aim
Second
better.
attack
Aim better.
is a 15.
Oof.
Oh, wait.
Oh, sorry, 14.
Oh, well, if that's the case. Oh, I don't want to waste a shield because I only have one versatile spell slot left. So yeah, that hits.
Okay. Okay, that is 7 points of piercing
Better.
damage.
You don't look like you could take too many 7 points of piercing damage.
I can take one more.
Oh boy.
Oh.
All right, that is its turn. That'll bring us to Drusilla. You just see Hannibal dodge one shot, then just get shot right in the liver.
I'm pulling a Boromir.
That's I was picturing that Urukai with the bow.
Lurks.
Yeah, lurts.
So how far would you say that Drusilla and Ilvem have gotten in the time that it's taken Hannibal to move 30 feet?
To get
I'll say
pincushion.
about 15. Because you're moving half speed.
Cool.
So you're half as fast as Ilvem, yeah.
So we're on a count. Is there a way for me to go around Ilvem? Or do I have
Oh,
to
yeah.
step
Yeah.
over
They're
them?
about
Just
like they're like
step on
10
me,
feet,
it's fine.
10 foot wide catwalks around the outside, and then at intervals of about every 20 or 30 feet, they cross over the room.
I'm gonna move around Ilvem and
Okay.
move my full movement, which is
Okay.
35 feet. Which
So
how far am I into?
you're still
How far away?
you're 150 you're 150 from the other side of the room still.
From the no-gooder?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that does not help me at all. I really need more range.
Just wild shape into a spider.
No, fuck
Just
off.
gets like fucking launched around the room because she weighs less than an ounce.
I just roll randomly to see where she ends up. She ends
Yeah.
up like on one of their faces.
Nice, and then you unwild shape as soon as you're going to hit them.
Okay.
Okay.
What is the range on Simon? Damn, okay, that's not gonna work. Anywho, I'm just gonna dash another 35 feet.
Okay.
So I've moved 70 feet.
Yep.
So that's 85 feet that I've moved total.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm 105 feet, correct?
115.
Yes.
Oh. It doesn't matter anyway. I'm gonna just be like, ugh, waiting to move closer.
Okay.
Get
All right.
60 feet.
That'll make it the other one's turn. So the one on top is the one that shot Hannibal. The one on the bottom is just going to look up and see Drusilla just sprinting forward. She's going to aim up with its longbow and take 2 shots. Disadvantage 17.
Ouch.
And that is 4 points of piercing damage.
Not bad.
Okay,
Not bad.
okay.
You can body 4 points of damage.
I can't.
And hey, only an
I
11
can
to
body
hit.
another 4. Ooh, that don't hit.
Okay. I was like, does an 11 miss Drew? I forget. I know Drew's AC is low. I forget how low.
13.
Yeah, so the first one hits you, the second one you manage to dodge out of the way as you're running forward, bringing us to Ilvem.
Great. Yeah, I'm gonna pop up and
Just half your movement to stand up.
great. Love that for me. I am going to. Yeah, we're dashing. This is silly.
Okay.
Ha 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 ha.
So you're gonna stand up and dash, so you move forward 45 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Drusilla's currently the closest at 115 feet away. Ilvem is 155 feet away. Hannibal's actually in the back at 170 feet away.
I'm 155 feet away.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
I was
Bonus
going to
action?
be 5 feet away my next turn after using all of my movement to be able to hit. I mean, we're going to spend 2 turns dashing. I hate being alive. No, it's fine.
Okay. Anything else with your bonus action?
Am I within 60 feet of Hanny?
Yes.
Hanny Montani.
Then I would like to expend some healing,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Let me find the
One
D6.
arrow could take me out. Oh,
That's
chaos.
scary. I mean, one arrow could probably take most of us out
Okay,
in
Well-
real life. The fact that you can take multiple is pretty cool.
It took
you get 2 health points back.
2?
Yep.
Nice, I'm at 9.
Well, hopefully that does it.
There's a guy in
I
Russia
mean, you
who
could
got
take another 7.
there is like a guy in Russia who got taken out by a crossbow bolt. It was like Dr. Sausage or something.
There's a lot going on in that sentence.
Was it? He was assassinated with a crossbow
A
outside like, a meat factory
crockbow?
or something.
Yeah,
I want
yeah,
a crockbow.
yeah. He was like a sausage guy. Yeah,
Like last month.
yeah.
Look it up. It's real.
I listened to True
I-
Crime podcast. That's how I heard about it.
I saw it on
Okay.
TikTok.
Nice.
Is that the end of Ilvem's turn?
Yes.
Okay. And Hannibal,
How far away did you say it was?
170 feet.
Cool. I'm gonna walk up my full movement speed, 30 feet,
Okay.
and the one on the ground for the shot with the crossbow. So I think I can do fireball.
Okay. That will actually hit that.
Fire.
Both of them will be in the radius for that.
Cool. That's what I'm doing. Fuck it.
If you aim it at if you aim it at the door behind them, it will
Yeah.
explode and hit
Yeah.
both because they're basically one right above the other.
They're probably good at this though. Dex saves.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw. First one got a 6.
Fails.
Second one got a 5.
Fails. Hold on, my digital dice are glitching out.
Okay.
42 fire damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled like a lot of 6s.
They're suddenly looking terrible.
Just ha 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 ha! I can do that too.
Yeah, there's something just like a. There's just a massive fireball erupts on the other side of the room, scorches up the door, and they are both like still smoldering and cindering, and like chunks of them are missing, and they look horrible now.
Just cackling with laughter. Ha 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 ha! That's my turn.
Okay.
You're gonna get fucking bodied next turn.
Good luck.
That'll
I
make
shield.
it. That'll make it Xanorn's turn. Ilvem.
That's me.
Next thing you know,
Xanorn's
Xanorn
next
is
to
just
you.
coming up right behind you,
Fuck.
and Xanorn's just gonna put a hand on your shoulder and just be like, "I really don't want to die here today. You want to come with me?"
What?
No, like that
Is this
way.
bitch
He
going
points
to
forward.
mention door?
Oh, yes, forward. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I know this.
Just
I know this great
steps-
spot we can hide.
Steps the two of you kind of just like forward into thin air, and with a slight turning motion, you both just reappear on the opposite side of the room, like all the way up, pretty much like right next to, like 20 feet away from the one that is on top of the catwalk.
Perfect. That's a perfect amount of distance for me.
And that is Xanorn's
Do
turn,
something. Fuck off, Xanor.
making it the one on top's turn. That one is going to turn and actually just notices Xanorn and Ilvem just appear pretty much right next to it, and is gonna take a shot at each of you.
Ah, silly Billy.
Yeah.
So shot at Ilvem is a nat 1.
Ha!
Hits.
So like fires and it immediately like gets caught by the wind, turns 90 degrees and just smashes into the wall.
Good.
And then again, Xanorn is a 6. The wind is really messing with them now. That'll make it Drew's turn.
Okay, so you said they're one on top of the other, right?
Yep.
Okay. What's the distance between them?
20 feet. 20 feet up.
I can do. I'm gonna moonbeam their asses.
Okay,
I
yeah.
need some
One just
con saves.
con saves. Okay.
Con saves.
What's the range on Moonbeam?
Haha.
I will move to 120 feet away.
Oh, you're within 120 feet. You're at 115.
I'm within. Then I'm
you're good.
staying.
Okay.
115.
Okay, con saves, you said. One on top got an 18. The one on the bottom got a 9.
So one on top takes half damage. One on bottom takes full.
That's usually how it goes.
I hate when you speak.
I didn't even clue into it.
Oh my
Okay.
god, it was so fun playing with y'all tonight. I gotta go.
This is my only game of the week I can do this in because I have to be professional in all the other ones.
Why? Why is it this one?
Because I don't have to keep track of a bunch of stuff.
Oh, because this is when you play in. I see.
17 radiant damage.
Is that the full damage?
Yes.
Okay,
It
so
took
half
me a
of that.
while. Because I
Half
was
of
just
that
like,
is
ooh,
8. Okay.
it's 89. But I'm
So-
like, wait, it's only 2d10. It can't be 89.
Right. The one on the bottom that is about to go after you is just obliterated by this moonbeam.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
one on top like manages to hang on, but the one on the bottom is just gone. It does not get a turn, making it Ilvem's turn.
Ugh, that one up top isn't gonna be around for much longer. Pew pew.
All right, roll it.
Natural 1.
Oh,
It's fine. It's 2 different rolls.
That's right.
I hate you, Justin. I despise every part of your being.
Oh, yes.
So the first one whiffs.
Okay.
The second one's a 15.
15 misses.
This is your fault. This
Holds
is
up.
your fault, Justin.
Holds up its arm and blocks it
Oh,
with
I
some
have
of the
chest
armor it's
pain.
wearing.
I have chest pain.
That's probably not good.
I'm about
Hannibal, that makes it your turn.
So that one's dead. Can I see the top?
Yeah, you can.
How far away are they from me?
You're at 140 feet.
I'm gonna move 20 feet
Okay.
and firebolt.
Okay, roll it.
Huh! It's a dirty 20 to hit.
That will hit.
Ha 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 ha. That's how a spell hits Ilvem for 11 fire damage.
And that's enough to send it toppling off the back of the catwalk it's standing on,
Nice.
and go just clattering to the ground. And they are both dead.
But that was easy, everyone. Shouting at them.
I will drop Moonbeam.
Just got an arrow sticking out of your
Oh,
your
yeah.
liver.
Oh yeah. I pull it out and snap it in half.
Okay.
We have a door to get into. Is it like a big giant door that's like both floors, or is it just on the top floor?
It's so the door is tall enough that it goes up to the ceiling of this room. So like both like the catwalk is like halfway up the door, but the actual entrance is on the first floor. But there are stairs at the far two ends of like the front on the wall next to the door. There are 2 sets of stairs that come down to the first floor.
Am I gonna get launched off of the stairs via wind?
No, they're like stairwells. They kind of
Okay.
like double back on themselves.
Then I will
I
head down the
wish.
stairs.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Sprinting.
entrance looks like it's down here.
Like, wait for her to be like, huh, it took you a while.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Drusilla, you're being very slow today.
Do we knock? Should we knock?
My chest hurts.
Do you want to cure wounds?
Yes, please. I have 9 hit points.
Okay, I'll give you a little cure
Of
wounds.
33.
fucking coward.
Oh, 11 hit points.
Oh, that's spicy. Why is it so spicy?
Why is it spicy?
There, now I'm at
That's practically how much I have.
now I'm at 20 of 33. Alright, so what do? We open the door and say hello.
The
Yeah.
door is
Anybody-
really big. There's no way we're gonna get in there without it being noticed.
Hello, I am Hannibal.
I mean, I could get in without being noticed.
Then do it.
But then you're being there by yourself without us.
She can turn into a spider and then come back and tell us what she sees.
It's true. You
Then
can scout
again,
it out.
I wonder how loud that fireball was.
It was pretty loud. It was pretty loud.
But also the wind makes lots of noise, so like they probably didn't hear
I
it, if you
think-
know what I mean.
Compared to is very yeah.
It's the same kind of sound, you know?
We could pretend we're here to give them a present. We're like door-to-door carolers.
We
Yeah.
could just like
Death.
kick the door open and start blasting.
Let's do it. Everyone,
Yeah,
prepare your
I like
attacks.
that one.
I'm gonna kick the door open while Ilvem and Drusilla and Zaman prepare something. Boot the door open.
The door is like 40 feet tall and like made of stone, so you like boot it and it like shifts a little bit and your foot hurts.
You see that? It shifted a little bit.
I think we all need to open the door together.
Okay.
It's a test of teamwork.
Oh, true. I'm gonna spit in
The
my
well
hands.
is trying to make us prove ourselves.
I'm also gonna spit in Hannibal's hands.
Here you go. Thank you. Thank you. And then try to push the door open. With
That's
Okay,
disgusting
will help.
too.
everyone's help.
All right, all you work together?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. It opens with all 4 of you pushing on the door. It opens pretty easily. Without much trouble. It's on hinges that are the hinges hold it up like above the ground, so it's not like scraping along the floor as it opens, and they appear to be pretty well maintained despite the fact that this place like never sees people, so it just swings open pretty easily. Inside the room, you can see there is a large circular room with 4 pillars in the mid, kind of spread out equidistant from the center of it, and on the far side there is almost like the indent of a chimney in the far wall of the room, where this swirling green column of energy just spirals up and like out of like continues up into the ceiling, basically like it continues up like a chimney, where you probably saw, or most likely to where you saw outside last session. It kind of continues out into that like almost smokestack like peak of this mountain that you're standing inside of. On the far side of the room, standing right in front of it, you can see a person surrounded by several more of those very large purple crystals set into brass fixtures that are set up around this green column of energy. They appear to, though, this time be glowing and working with like a dull glow from inside, as like small like wispy tendrils of energy extend out from each of those crystals into the column of energy, and you can see like the barest little point of light kind of just being like condensed down where all those tendrils meet. The person standing across from you has their back to you, actually, and does not appears to be turning around as the door opens. They also have what looks like a banner planted in the ground that is the fabric is green with like a pair of fangs in like black, like top and lower teeth in black emblazoned on it, and the banner itself has like armor plating, like very very small, very thin pieces of like metal plates riveted onto it. And as you all come in, the person turns around and sees all of you and just kind of gives you a look. Probably would be saying something, but it's very difficult to talk at this distance.
Oh, this isn't the bathroom. Oh, I don't think he heard me. I'm gonna yell really, really loudly, as like loud as possible. Be like, "This isn't the bathroom."
The room is about 60 feet across. The person, you can see, casts a quick spell, and then let's see, which one are you? Drusilla, you hear a voice in your head from the familiar casting of the spell message. Just, who are you and what are you doing here?
Hi, my name's Drusilla. Can I come closer? I don't really like talking in my mind.
It's actually, a message I forgot. It's like a whisper in your ear that you can hear, and you just speak out loud.
Genuinely worse.
Yeah.
Same response. I don't like talking in my mind.
Ugh.
You can all stay right there. Still continuing to cast the spell. You can all stay right there. Am I to assume that my guards and acolytes are dead?
No, they just let us in. We asked really nicely, and they said, "Okay, sure, go on."
Is that so?
Yeah.
And who are you that they just decided to let you in?
I am Drusilla, the scion of Kalen.
I have no idea who that is.
You don't, but they did.
Sort of just like leans to one side a little bit and like narrows his eyes and then casts the spell again and says, am I to assume that the kind asking you did is what resulted in my door guardians being left as burnt corpses right behind you?
We should have moved
Is that not the same thing? We said, hey, let us by, and then they couldn't respond, so that's kind of like a yes. They didn't stop us.
You will not stand in
got better guards.
You will not stand in the way of my ascension. And while you're talking, I'm going to cast Mage Armor.
Can I pop my wings?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
I have Mage Armor too, you smelly
I've been waiting for this.
dink.
You know what your problem is? You monologue too much. I'm bored.
And in a voice, in his normal voice, he's going to call out kind of off to one side and say, we have intruders. Come out and play. And from the just stone wall off to your left,
I want to fight a baby so bad.
You see
baby?
You see almost like black wispy smoke just kind of emanating out from the wall, and then a pair of skeletal hands, almost like condensed shadow, push out and pull itself through, and you see the wispy wraith-like humanoid form of some sort of specter come out of the wall with a pair of glowing yellow eyes.
Baby.
And looks in your direction, just kind of floating there. It's the like wispy, like smoky robes that it appears to be wreathed in don't appear at all affected by the heavy winds in this room. And just gonna just turn his head towards Drusilla and send one more message and just say, "I'll give you this chance to turn around."
That's very
or
nice.
Be obliterated. I have a hard time talking when other people are talking. Okay, it's a challenge.
It's the wind.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm not gonna turn around because you're a no-gooder, and I'm gonna kick your ass.
Let's begin then. All right, roll initiative.
I hate wraiths.
Okay, so you two got the wraith. I go kick Mage's ass. That's our plan. Okay.
Ooh, it's a spicy roll, everybody.
Whoa, that is a spicy roll.
All right, what do we all get?
14.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
3.
3?
Woo!
Okay. All right. So Drew goes first, then the Wraith,
Mm-hmm.
then Xanorn,
Nice.
then the Necromancer, then Hannibal.
What? Oh
and
no.
then Ilvem.
That's real bad, y'all.
Yeah. There was the other three rolled a. The Wraith got an 18, the Necromancer got a 15, and Xanorn got a 17.
Wraiths are scary if you don't have a lot of, stuff.
All right, so that'll bring us to the top of the order with Drusilla. The room is 60 feet across. That is about how far you are away from the Necromancer. The Wraith is halfway over, so about 30 feet diagonal to the other wall.
I'm gonna just full send, start booking it towards that Necromancer.
Okay, so you're just gonna dash over?
That would give me no. I'm gonna move 35 feet, full send.
Okay.
That puts me 25 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay. God, I'm so good at math, everyone. I want everyone to know that. He's not by chance wearing metal, is he?
No. I'm using mage armor. Well, actually, I forgot to mention. Also holding a staff and wearing a ring, though you're not sure what the ring is made of.
He also has a Prince Albert.
That'd be so unfortunate.
Heat metal. Oh no.
Oh. Okay. So the rule on casting 2 spells is that one of them has to be a cantrip, right?
If you cast a spell as a bonus action, if you cast a spell as a bonus action, the one casting a spell as your action can only be a cantrip.
Okay.
Things like haste, things like action surge as a fighter does get around that though.
Cool. I'm gonna thorn whip the bitch. I haven't done that in a while.
Okay.
Thorn whip him.
Mm-hmm.
21.
21 will hit. Yeah.
Nice.
Thorn. You wrap the thorn whip around him, and you pull up. So you pull him 10 feet closer to you.
That does 11 damage as well.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
10 feet closer.
Okay.
Still not within melee, so I am not going to cast the bonus action. But
Okay. So you yank him
ready.
10 feet closer away from the wall. That will make it the Wraith's turn. Let's see.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
I am.
This is just
Especially
gonna
now.
fly forward across the room towards the clustered 3 of you. Let's just roll to see who it attacks. Ilvem, Hannibal, or Xanorn. Xanorn. Okay.
Thank God.
Yeah, fuck Xanorn. He's evil.
And
Oh, I don't want Xanor to die here. I feel
rolls
so
a 14 to
bad.
hit, so misses thanks to that armor that you gave him.
Yay.
Just managed
Hey.
like it reaches forward with like as it opens its hand, you can almost see like that kind of wispy black shadow smoke that surrounds it almost creates like it looks almost like something is pulling it in, like there's a little bit of a suction effect, like pulling some of it in towards the palm of its hand as it reaches out towards Xanor, but he manages to like take his both swords and catch its wrist between the two of them and shove it out of the way.
Nice.
That will make it Xanorn's turn. Let's see. What is Xanorn going to do to this thing? Xanorn is actually going to try and help out everybody here and cast a very fun spell called Bane on the two of them.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Ooh.
So, you remember what kind of saving throw Bane is really quick?
Charisma.
Is it? Thank you. All right, so
There's one thing necromancers aren't. It's charismatic.
you ain't wrong.
I
So
wanna
the
be a
necromancer fails it,
I want to be a charismatic necromancer.
and the wraith also fails it. So they both fail. They both are going to be subtracting a d4 from all of their rolls.
Ha. Ooh. Yes. This,
And
I
that'll
might not be getting bodied next
this plays into my plan.
Okay, and that'll make it the necromancer's
Oh,
turn.
fuck. That was mine.
I'm gonna get bodied.
He cast Power Word Kill on Drusilla. Oh no.
Let's see.
You cast
Yeah,
Disintegrate on Drusilla.
secretly is an 18th level necromancer.
Oh, this one can't be more like higher than 5th level.
This is where the fun begins.
Drusilla, can I get a Constitution saving throw, please?
Not great. Is it Blight? It feels like Blight.
Oh, I hope it's Blight.
Would you say this is being charmed?
Con?
You tried and I respect that.
Yes, I'm gonna
I'm
melt.
not.
I'm melting your
Ooh.
flesh off.
Ooh, dirty 20!
Okay. Okay. He reaches a hand out towards you and casts a spell with staff, making somatic gestures with his hand and pointing the staff at you. And your vision starts to go dark and cloudy.
Blindness.
But then you manage
Ooh.
to shake out of it and maintain your vision.
That's scary.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. That will make that the end of his turn. That will make it Hannibal's turn.
That dillweed also needs to make a con save as I cast Reduce on the Necromancer.
Okay. It's a 13.
Fails. The Necromancer his size is halved in all dimensions, and his weight is reduced to 1/8 of normal. He goes from medium to small. Until the spell ends, he has disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Weapons also shrink to nice and new size, and attacks deal 1d4 less damage with that weapon.
Okay.
So fuck you.
All right, so he's half the size. Anything with your bonus action or movement?
Yeah, I'm gonna move back. I don't care. I'm moving back 30 feet.
Just into the last room, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Wraith.
All right.
Come on.
All right.
Suck, Wraith.
That'll make it Ilvem's turn.
I'm going to bonus action Bane the Necromancer. That's not true. It's going to be a Hex, though.
Okay. All right.
He's real small.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be disadvantage on Dexterity.
Okay.
I'm also going to move 30 feet. 30 feet towards the Necromancer.
Okay.
But send both Eldritch Blast at the Wraith.
Okay.
This
Very
is
good.
great. The Necromancer has disadvantage on Dex and Strength now.
Mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch. 14.
Yep, that'll hit.
Son of a bitch. Okay, one of them hits.
Okay.
Son of a bitch. Okay. 5. So 5 points of force damage, 5 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. So 5 and 5, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, for 10 total. Okay. That'll bring us to the top of the order with Drew.
Tiny little Necromancer.
Mm-hmm. 20 feet away from you.
Wonder how he feels about that, motherfucker.
He's about to be a tiny little toasty necromancer. I'm gonna move 5 feet and then cast a 3rd level burning hands. So can I get a dex save for my tiny necromancer?
No disadvantage.
But
X
Bane.
is checks.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, it'd be really, really good as opposed to just really good. Right, so...
But I'm pretty sure Bane affects saving throws.
Yes, it does.
Yep.
So, well, that Bane negated his bonus and then some, so he gets a 5.
We're fucking this Necromancer up, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So this motherfucker, let me tell you how much damage he's going to take. He's going to take 18 toasty damage.
Oof, nice.
Don't fuck with a party of
So you
casters.
just unleash a cone of fire at him and just roasty toasty him. He holds up his arms like trying to block it, and the mage armor takes some of it, but for the most part just gets roasted. All right, anything else, Drew?
I'm going to move closer.
Yeah.
I'm getting melee with this motherfucker.
Oh,
Yeah, you are.
You're right up next to him then, all right.
Range spells can't do shit now, fucker.
All right, let's see. That'll bring it to the Wraith's turn.
Haha.
The Wraith is going to come after Hannibal.
No!
Because you're still right there. Or no.
Yeah, I ran away 30 feet.
You ran away, actually, so that's... Xanorn is the only one that didn't move, actually. So it's still next to Xanorn, so it's going to attack him again.
Good.
For a 17, is there anything Xanorn can do about that? I don't think there is.
Yeah, drain him. Drain him.
Yep. Draining Xanorn.
Was that with the Bane, though?
Oh, wait. You keep... Thank you for reminding me.
Welcome.
That'll make that actually, did I say 17? I meant a 15, which is 1 below his new AC, thanks to the
No.
thanks to that breastplate you gave him. So yeah, he's good.
I don't know why he screamed no.
Why do you want Xanorn to die so much?
I don't know why I said no.
All right.
Like,
That'll bring us to Xanorn's turn.
Because he's evil.
that's a little sus, yo.
Everyone's evil.
All right, that'll bring us to
Well,
Xanorn's
yeah, but-
turn. And how does it feel about? Yeah. All right, he's just gonna make 3 attacks with his short sword and scimitar. Just comes swinging in. Wow, Xanorn. That's a natural 20 and a natural 19 for the first 2 attacks,
Iconic.
And
Very sexy
then-
of him.
and then an 18 for the 3rd attack. So all 3 hit.
This is why we don't want Xanorn to die. He's the only one in the party that can do shit.
5, 10, 11, plus 12, plus 12 is 23. 23 damage halved is 11. Because it appears that it is resistant to his non-magical blades.
That is so funny because I rolled a 2 for my damage and still did 10.
Yep. All right, that will bring us to the Necromancer's turn, who is small and just got
Angry.
burned. So,
So he's basically Drusilla.
He got the
Yeah.
Drusilla treatment.
let's see. Was that an action? Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna. Let's see. Do you want to do that? Or do you want, that'd be funny, but that would be really effective. Yeah, he's going to cast a spell, and Drusilla, you see him just like cast a spell, and then just like hold his hand out, and his hand begins to kind of just like shimmer and glow with arcane energy in front of you.
The fuck is
And-
this boy?
Is it vampiric touch?
It's power word kill.
And then
Banishment.
let's see. Grasp.
Oh,
I'm gonna need you to make me an opposed grapple check as a massive hand appears behind you.
He has. Oh no, it's the big beast's hand.
Yep.
Never mind. He doesn't have disadvantage on
What's a
that.
grapple? What am I rolling for a grapple?
Either athletics or acrobatics.
I'm gonna go at
Big B's hand. What a great
Mhm.
spell.
I'm proficient.
Such a good spell. I wanted it so bad.
Oh.
Has advantage.
Ooh, natural 20. For a
Nice.
23, bitch.
Okay.
Let's go.
It got a 25.
Oh.
So it just you go to like dive out of the way. You like are cartwheeling out of the way. The hand just rotates and just grabs you.
It's just zwink.
picks you up into the air.
That's fun.
And then as a bonus action, it's mirroring his movement. So you can see him, and then you can see him just go.
Oh, it's such a good spell. I want it so bad.
And then you take some damage with a bonus action.
I love Big B's
Got you. I
hand.
got you. I
1,
got you.
2.
You're gonna take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as it just crushes.
That's not great. It's a lot of damage.
I'm gonna multi-class into Barbarian.
What did we learn about multiclass?
It sucks.
I really like my multi-class. It just isn't going to. It's just.
It's not.
I just gotta wait.
Okay.
Once we get into the double-digit levels, I'm gonna be so OP.
Yeah, Chad, I'm
Oh.
gonna beat the spell out of him to learn it.
Hannibal, that'll make it your
Teach me.
turn.
Teach me. Teach me. Good question. How would I throw a little old firebolt at the wraith?
Okay.
Dirty 20 again
That'll hit, yeah.
for 12 fire damage.
Okay.
Just-
Looks in your direction.
I can do that too. And that's my turn.
Okay, Ilvem.
I would like to move 30 more feet towards the necromancer, please.
He's only 20 feet away from you, so.
Well, then I would like to move into melee with the necromancer, please.
Okay.
And then I would
Please.
like to grapple him.
Okay.
He has
So
disadvantage.
he has disadvantage. He's going to use dex. No matter what he does, he has disadvantage.
Oh,
So
that's
he's going to
right.
use dexterity.
He's a tiny little guy.
Yep. You both made sure he has disadvantage. Beat a 5.
Oh, I beat a 5 with
Okay.
a 12.
Put him in your
Okay.
Put him in your pocket.
You have him grappled. And do you do the thing that you can do while you have people grappled?
I was about to ask if I could do that thing.
Yes.
I will
All
do
right.
the thing.
All right, Drusilla. Bigby's hand vanishes and you drop to your feet.
Oh, bitch, you thought you could take me?
And he looks confused and terrified as he is held there in Ilvem's grasp, and just looks
What was that?
very helpless. Anything else, Ilvem?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, back to the top of Drew.
So, like, how bad on a scale of 1 to 10 is our little necro friend looking?
On a scale of like 10 being the worst,
Yeah.
I think a 4.
Ooh.
Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
Thing hands me.
Wow. I'm gonna do bonus action cast flame.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Spicy
Ilvem is
biap.
holding.
And hit Ilvem with it.
I would like to spicy biap our little necro friend. Toast him
Alright.
up a little more, you know?
Hit him with that spicy bat.
That spicy biap is an 18 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. Actually, so you go to hit. It's like coming into hit. He holds up the staff actually, and like says some words that Hannibal or you'd all recognize as the verbal components of casting shield, but nothing happens. The flame just keeps going in and hits him.
What?
I'm gonna
Ooh,
chuckle
for a-
menacingly into his ear.
Okay.
For a spicy 13.
Damage.
Yeah.
All right. He's looking a
Nice.
lot less good now. Still up,
And
but
then I'm
looking
gonna
less good.
stand there with my flame whip holding it menacingly.
Okay.
I'm taller than you, bitch.
Barely, but yes. Okay. He basically just calls out like, "Help me!" And the wraith is going to turn around and fly over towards Ilvem,
I wish I had
getting an attack.
Oh man. I wish I
Train
had-
me, daddy.
I wish I
Getting an
had
attack of
cast
opportunity from
Rebuked
Xanorn. Xanorn hits.
I
So
swear to
does
God.
7 does 3 damage.
It'd be really funny if this thing kills Ilvem though. Ilvem's last
I
words are
mean-
"Drain me, daddy."
All right, it's gonna make its attack against Ilvem, but it's got that D4 from Bane.
Yeah, do.
It do. Oh, that is a 21 to hit still.
It's gonna hit. It's gonna hit me. But
Yep.
not 21.
No.
All right. Wow.
Uh-oh.
That is 20 points of necrotic damage.
It's only 10.
Oh, you have Armor of Agathis up?
Nope. But I, as an
Oh, that's
Asimar,
right.
am
That's
resistant to necrotic damage.
That's right. And can I get a Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, you could even have 2 of them.
That's right. Wait, what's the?
What?
Oh, hex, right.
So for concentration, it's 12.
Okay.
And for
good.
effects, it is much less than that.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Your hit point maximum is currently reduced by 10.
Okay.
Yeah, wraiths. It did in fact drain you,
Mm-hmm.
like you asked.
Yeah.
Yep.
Train me, daddy.
I really hope those are
I-
Ilvem's last words.
I know where you live. I will come there and beat your ass.
It's a pandemic, you can't.
I will socially distance beat your ass.
The 10-foot pole.
IRL Thorn Whip.
Guelph's doing real bad, apparently, from what I saw yesterday.
Okay, dogs.
Yeah,
me.
well, so is Alberta, bitch. Let's go.
All right, that makes it Xanorn's turn. Xanorn is going to come up and let's go with a good old one of those. I think. Let me just double check. I think he can do that without hitting anybody. Yes. So he's going to come up and he's going to hit the wraith with a thunderclap.
Nice.
Give the wraith a clap.
Go clap them cheeks.
Okay.
Those are two different things.
Okay, I know
Yeah.
I started it off with the whole drain me daddy thing, but but there has to be a line. Somebody has to draw a
I-
line somewhere. I'm begging.
Sam tries to, but every time it just gets.
I have
Yeah.
not made a single joke like that. I deserve at least one. Okay.
Yeah,
Let
but
me
yours
count
so
one.
brutally surpassed.
Okay, it got a.
Oh, I just lost the D6.
Okay, it got a 15, which failed save.
What? He has such a high
And-
DC.
It's gonna take 6 points of thunder damage.
Zanron's secretly like level 20. Just like in all classes.
He has fucking
Yeah,
dimension
it's like a level
door.
120 character. Okay, that'll make it the Necromancer's turn. Necromancer's gonna try and break the grapple because that's all he can do.
With
I am a good
disadvantage,
bitch.
or. Yeah.
Yep, with
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Yes, nat
Was
1.
it a 20 and a 1?
No, it was a 5. It was a 3 and a 7 for a total of a 5.
I got a 13.
All right, it is. He's still grappled. He's stuck. There's nothing he can do right now. That is his turn.
Nice.
Making it Hannibal's turn.
Firebolt Wraith.
Okay.
Thank you.
9 to hit.
Oh no.
2 + 7. Bonus action. Drain me, daddy. And that's my turn.
Okay. All right. Ilvem, your turn.
Do I have to use my action to maintain the grapple?
You do not. It's up to him to break it on his turn. So you just have him.
Sick. I'm going to bonus action Healing Light myself
Okay.
and take back 6 and 4. So I'll just take that 10 health back if you don't mind.
Okay.
And then for my Accione,
So I forgot. I forgot the blight on that roll. So it was actually technically a 3 on that grapple check.
I love it.
Nice.
I'm gonna cast Sword Burst because that shouldn't hit Drew, right?
Yeah, because you're on opposite sides of the Necromancer, so it should hit the Necromancer and the Wraith.
Perfect. Then yeah, it's a DC 14 Dex save.
Okay. DC 14 Dex save. So he has disadvantage with just Dex checks though, so no disadvantage on this.
Yeah.
So the Necromancer got a dirty 20.
What about with Bane?
Oh well, I mean, is that gonna make a difference?
Well, if it's a dirty 20, maybe it'll go down to 13. I don't know how much Dex he has.
What?
Bane reduces it by a D4.
Yeah.
So it did roll max, so it's brought down to a 16 for that. Now that you mention
Okay.
it, the Wraith though, let's see what the Wraith gets. The Wraith
fun.
got a 9.
Okay, well, the Wraith is going to take some damage.
Okay,
Damage.
Not a lot, though. 6, 11 force damage, or so 6 force damage, 5 radiant damage.
okay, so 11
Yeah.
total. Got it. All right, Wraith's not looking too great.
Nice.
All right,
Love to
and
see
they
it.
said use your bonus action. All right, that'll bring us back up to Drew.
Spicy Biap.
Okay,
16 plus 7.
Oh, yeah.
Because I am great at math. So he takes almost maxed in 14 spice.
Ooh.
14.
14 spice.
He's looking real bad. They're both looking pretty bad. Not
Yeah.
looking great.
Oh, should I get chicken nuggies?
Yes, I have some in the fridge.
Okay.
7 days. I'm so excited.
Is that all your turn, Drew?
I'm just gonna stand there menacingly above him.
Okay. That'll bring us to the Wraith's turn. The Wraith is going to just keep attacking Ilvem because Ilvem has its master.
That makes sense. I respect it.
Make sure I'm looking at the right stat block.
Come on, Bane, help a bitch out.
Okay. That is 12 plus 6 for an 18 minus 4 to a 14.
Misses!
Oh my
That
god.
Bane keeps doing work.
I love Bane.
The
You're
devil
good.
works hard, but Bane works harder.
I'd rather
That'll make
fight
it-
Xehanort truly does work harder.
That'll make it Xanorn's turn. Y'all keep making fun of Xanorn, but he's the one out here like who's cast Bane and everything.
I love Xehanort. I've never made fun of Xehanort.
We've all made fun.
MVP.
We've all made fun of Xehanort.
No, it's entirely Hannibal. Ilvem loves Xehanort.
Drew was the
Okay.
first one that met Xandor and was like, yo, come along. I don't need my permission of my siblings. Sure, random man I just met outside the city gates. That
Yeah,
was
let's
very
hang out.
homeless.
Let's hang out.
What
All
could go
right.
wrong?
All right, yeah, it's gonna make 3 attacks against the Wraith again. Just gonna go back to just using swords. Just stab it, slash it.
Pop it, twist
The
it.
first one's gonna miss. That's a 10. The second one, on the other hand, is an 18.
Oh, I
Third
hated
one is
Bop
a
It.
higher than 20.
Bop it, twist it, pull it.
All right, and he's gonna add a little. Okay, that's gonna be 9 plus 8, 17. So it's gonna do 8 more damage to the Wraith, which is looking not good. And then he's gonna do a D8 of damage to both the Wraith and the Necromancer for 4. So the Wraith takes 2 more.
Oh, excuse me.
Necromancer takes the full 4. They're both looking horrible. On death's door, knocking on it.
Love it. Huge fan.
That'll bring us to the Necromancer's turn, who is once again going to try and... I am once again asking if I can break this grapple.
You can try.
Yes, he's struggling, like kicking his feet and like
Man.
struggling, like he's like spittle is like flying out of his mouth as
Nice.
he's like kicking and struggling.
That reduced Bane combo was spicy.
Oh yeah, and the Bane,
And Hex.
brings that 11 down to a 7.
Well, I
Oh,
thought he might actually get this one, but I rolled a 9, so
All
oh
right.
my goodness.
He like kicks his legs up into the air and is like struggling. He gets like nearly clocks Drew with his foot, but he's like
Excuse me, bitch. I will fucking cut that off if you do that again.
just struggling, like throwing a tantrum, and is like, "What are you? How are you doing this? Unhand me!" Which will make it Hannibal's turn
Was his disaster siblings, bitch? Firebolts.
at the Wraith.
No, the fucking Necromancer.
Okay,
For a 19.
yeah, that'll hit again. Points the staff in your direction. You can hear the words for the shield spell. Nothing happens. Just goes
Yeah.
right through
Fuck
and hits him.
you. 12 fire damage.
Yeah, Ilvem, you're holding a dead man.
oh,
I want his head to just like melt. The flesh just to melt down his body like just a puddle of
Raiders of the
gelatin.
Lost Ark style.
Yeah, just melt off his bones.
So you hit him right in the face. There's just like a flash of heat, Ilvem, and you look down, and yeah, there's just like a faceless necromancer, and you can just drop him.
ugh, yucky.
And then I
And
turn
it-
my attention to the Wraith and end my turn.
All right, that'll bring it to Ilvem's turn. There is the necromancer is dead, and there's just a wraith left.
Oh, I
I'm
love
just
playing
gonna-
wizards.
Like wipe off my hands, like look at my nails, and cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Cast Prestidigitation instead.
I did think about it.
You all can take care of this.
That
All
would've been
right,
fun. That would've been fun.
got an 11 on its dex save.
Yes. Oh, I rolled really well. 14 points of radiant damage.
And with just a beam of light from above, the wraith looks up and just goes, and then just is obliterated into wisps of darkness with nothing left.
Yeah, like fully like not even looking at it, just kind of like dusting off my clothes and stuff as it's dying.
Okay. And it is dead, and you are all left standing in the Windwell.
I'm running to where the necromancer was standing. I
Okay.
am harnessing the power of this fucking well if it kills me.
Okay, you can see up in the column of the swirling green energy, you can see again, there's 4 crystals kind of spread out in front of it, each one with like a tendril of purple energy that's going up into into this column of wind power. And all you can see like a slight glowing sphere about like, the size of a large marble, like an inch across, where all of 4 of these tendrils are going to, kind of giving it like form and definition, and it appears to be trapping that energy. And you can see there's just this one little mote floating there.
Before she grabs it,
Mhm.
I
I
just
want
be
to
like,
grab it.
I know you do. Just before you do, I'm gonna also rush over and be like, 1 second, before you do, and then just like pump a cure wounds into her.
Yeah.
Okay.
And before
Gee
you
bless.
before you do anything, I'm gonna ritually cast identify one of these crystals.
Okay. That's gonna take 10 minutes though.
Yeah.
So.
Well, can you hold off for 10 minutes?
Yes.
I
No!
want to make sure it doesn't vaporize you.
Take another 11 points of health. I'm doing so well with these cure wounds tonight. It's
Ugh.
the only thing I'm rolling well on.
Fine, Drusilla, you want to do this quick? I'll cast identify as an action, so it only takes 1 minute.
Okay. It doesn't have specific spells on it. It looks like there is a considerable amount of time and effort that's been put into like layering in magic into these and a bit of enchanting in order to get them to do what they want. It basically is a some kind of like harnessing and containment spell. So it looks like basically these are part of the ritual that's necessary to take this magic and condense it down into something transportable.
Okay. Drew, do you want me to hoist you up to the marble thing?
Can I reach the marble on my own?
You could jump for it.
I will jump for it.
Okay, you jump for it, and like as you get into the column, you're kind of like buoyed up to it, like you inside of it, you're weightless, and you can just reach up and grab it. And as you pull it out of like where it is and like take it, the 4 tendrils just kind of flicker and vanish, and the 4 crystals go dormant, and you're holding this like swirling green marble of like glowing magical energy.
Oh, that's cool.
It appears fairly small though, like kind of little and
small
like
enough to eat.
Potentially.
First,
Like a
let me loot
forbidden
the
candy.
First, let me loot the necromancer.
So Drew's still just like floating up in this, yeah. And then there's still just like a column of magical energy here. So this is not at all the full power of this location. It's just like a small piece of it that's been like condensed down.
I'm gonna loot the
And I
necromancer.
figure out what this little bitch do.
It would take some time.
If you wait 10 minutes, I can.
No, I'm gonna do
ritually-
it on my own.
Okay.
Eat it!
Okay, I'm gonna loot the necromancer.
Consume it!
Okay, you're looting the necromancer. So, looking around the room, you
Oh,
find...
I want his head though. I want to like break the skull off and take it.
Can
Okay.
you get one of his leg bones for me?
His entire leg is still intact.
I hate both of you. That's really gross.
I just
Xanarn's
want
like,
one of his leg bones.
Xanar's like, really? Do we need to do this? Do we need to?
I need a skull for my
Oh.
spell components.
What spell component?
I need it for a spell component.
Hannibal.
I just want to talk to it sometimes. Fine, I'll just take what he has on his person.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Can I
So
stuff a
looking.
leg bone
Xanarn won't let me.
right up in
No,
the
that's
chalk?
weird.
You can have a toe.
How am I gonna mark where we've been if we don't have chalk?
You can have a toe.
Buy chalk.
I have stuff on me right now.
I have bones somewhere.
We can
Okay.
grind them up into chalk or bread, you know, like
What?
kill your calcium.
I wonder what I
Okay.
find on his person.
Okay. Searching him, you can find a ring he's wearing,
Slip it on. I don't give a fuck.
as well as a staff. That looks
want
like
a
it's
staff.
the staff he's holding is very, very narrow and looks hollow, but it looks like it's made of some kind of like greenish glass.
I'm a wizard.
It's
I
a
want,
gun.
I'm a wizard. I want the staff too.
And then there's also over back where he was standing, there's that banner that was
Okay.
like planted on the ground. That looks like it's just standing upright. Like nothing is holding it in place. It's just like he planted and it just stays upright.
Okay. While Drusilla's being a gremlin, I'm gonna cast Identify ritually for like 20 minutes on both the ring and the staff.
Okay.
I need 20 minutes.
Drusilla, what are you doing for that 20 minutes?
So I'm still in the little.
You're still just like floating in this energy.
Just having fun.
I'm gonna go crisscross applesauce and just stare at it and kind of
Okay.
see if I can connect with it.
Becoming evil.
You can staring at it, you can just see like this same little like swirling, like almost like layer. It's almost like there's like layers of green that keep like crossing over each other and vanishing, and like new ones surface, and it's like you can't see all the way through it, but it looks like you're just almost able to, and just like barely obscured as you look through.
Can I connect with it?
Not really, no.
You have to eat it to do that.
Sitting here though, you feel like considerably more power from like the area around you. So maybe like you could get more from it when you're not like bathing in the raw power of the entire like place, and just like because what you're holding is such a small amount.
Yeah.
Hey, do you think if you like put it back in there and then like stand where he was standing, you could like harness more of the power so it's like a bigger marble?
What if you eat it though?
You're ritually casting something.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
focusing. Your talking is distracting me.
You can't hear me. It's very loud in here.
What?
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 How do I
Can you
put
hear me
the
now?
marble back?
Just
Yeah,
where the
it doesn't.
tendrils
It
were.
looks like the whatever the ritual was that was holding it there has been broken, and it's like you try like letting go of it, it just like falls kind of, and you have to catch it.
I broke it.
Oh no, you broke it at it.
We are the disaster
No,
siblings.
I mean, I just have to admit, Drew, my initial reaction here is to swallow it.
Isn't it that? Nope.
Same. But
Much
I
like
didn't
that
want to
peach
admit
pit.
it.
Just like
I
busy
will
identifying.
try stepping out of
Okay.
the whoosh. The
Yeah,
wind
you can-
tunnel.
You can like almost like swim your way out, and like as you come to the edge, you like gently step down. There's like a little bit of like leftover levitation as you come out of it, and then like you feel like your weight return to you.
Now that I'm out of it, can I try to connect with it? Does it have a name?
Go ahead and roll me
Is
a
it gonna
wisdom
be my
check just to
friend?
kind of like just to try and like see what you can find.
I'm real good at wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
I posted my
Tell
joke
you
in
what.
Twitch chat instead.
Natural 20 for a 24.
Okay.
Just
You get a lot from this, just like looking at it, connecting with it, and just kind of applying. You just kind of like start applying like small amounts of like druidic magic around it to probe at it and see what it is. This is just a little ball of highly concentrated magical power, of elemental air. There's no like identity here. There's no like there's no like intelligence or anything. It is just like a little bundle of power. And like you can feel that there's a significant amount of power here just in this little ball. So like you can only imagine how much is in like that whole column behind you. Based on what you find with it, you could guess that a person could absorb just this amount of power into themselves and take it, do whatever that does. Alternatively, this could potentially also be used as a base material for some kind of magic item if you found the right person who could make such a thing. It could then be used to make some kind of item that would then have the properties of the power that's inside of it.
Now you said someone could absorb this power into themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying swallow the marble?
You're not. That's certainly one way. It's the intention just needs to be there to absorb it. So
You
whatever
have to.
motion is involved in it is kind of
You have to
is
You gotta
kind of
swallow it.
like
You gotta pop it in
whatever
there.
will works. Whatever works will work.
use that gag reflex. Take it down.
I hate that. But I am gonna swallow it to absorb the power.
no.
Okay, so you're all just
Me
the
swallow
other two
me.
you're standing there.
I'm
You see
focusing.
Drew come.
I'm focusing on identifying.
I'm
Yeah,
watching.
you're focusing on identify. Ilvem and Xanon are watching. You see Drew with this little marble, just looking around, staring at it, applying little bits of like druidic energy, and then just
Very much egging her on as she's doing it.
Do it.
Like, yes, eat the marble, eat the marble. I'm trying to get Xanon to start chanting with me.
I'm not chanting that. This is a bad idea. Okay. As soon as you like put it in your mouth and have the intention of absorbing it, it's almost like it almost feels like it pops.
It's
And
Like a
like-
bursting boba.
Like
we had the same idea.
It's a fruit gusher.
It's the forbidden fruit gusher.
A forbidden Tide Pod.
So you eat the forbidden gusher.
Tide pods are forbidden.
Yes. But no, it feels like it does like split open, but instead of like, you know, the contents of a gusher, it's like it feels like a powerful gust of wind, and you kind of like reflexively inhale, and as it like the energy flows into you, and you can feel it just like for a second you feel just like lighter, and you kind of like feel yourself lifting up a little bit, and Ilvem, you can see Drew just like lift up slightly, pretty much just like up onto one toe, and Drusilla, you can pretty much feel that you have some manner of ability of flight now.
That was a sound.
Did it taste like anything?
Not really. Like it was like it was almost like glass. Really, it was like putting a tasteless like glass marble in your mouth, and then like as it broke open, it just felt like a gust of just like open spring wind, just like.
That's quite refreshing.
Yeah.
Very refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
But I can feel it. Is there any remnants of the marble left in her mouth?
No, it pretty much vanished entirely.
So there's nothing for her to be like, spit out? Oh.
It was all just solid magical constructs.
How did it go, everyone? Is Drew dead?
EV.
Oh, that's so sad.
So Drew, how are you feeling?
Oh, what?
I need more.
Just stand in the column and just keep sucking in.
I want to just go into the whoosh.
Okay, you can step up into it.
Channel it.
Okay.
Like following like the same method of channeling nature's energy. She's gonna try and channel it while being in the whoosh.
Okay. You step up into the whoosh. Give me a wisdom check as you start doing that.
I can't wait to get the fire one now.
15.
Okay.
A lot of well.
So you start like pulling inward with your druidic magic, and like you basically using because basically all magic is there's some sort of base magic to it. Spells are basically just a predetermined formula of magical energy that you can use in what depending on your discipline, some way, shape, or form. But there is always the ability to just kind of apply raw magical power through your abilities, and that's kind of what you end up having to do here. You kind of like reach out with your druidic magic and like essentially like grab onto the energy of the well and just start pulling it towards yourself and just grabbing onto it, and like Ilvem, you can see this like what is normally fairly wispy upward directional green energy start to kind of bend towards Drew as she's like pulling it inward. But Drusilla, you don't so much hear a voice as much as you feel the meaning of a question that more or less amounts to, what are you doing?
Is it a familiar? Or is it the well asking me what the fuck I'm doing?
You don't know. It's just like all of a sudden you're just kind of like mentally struck with the essence of the question, what are you doing? There's no voice, there's no sound. There's like, it's just like the thought immediately, just like you can feel that it's external, but you don't know where it comes from.
I am gaining power to protect my siblings.
You can feel like as you're pulling at it, you can feel more resistance start as you're like trying to pull on and draw on more of this power, as it starts to like resist you more and more and start to kind of like pull back.
No, I'm gonna pull harder.
Okay.
Power.
Another message as you start pulling harder. Again, just raw meaning in your head. Essentially who are you to claim such power?
I am Drusilla, scion of Caleb, and I claim this power for my own. And I will
By what
pull
authority?
harder.
By what authority do you claim this power?
Ooh.
By the authority the spirit of nature's wrath that flows through me. I claim this power.
And what if this power does not wish to be claimed?
That is the thing with nature's wrath. It does not care who claims what. It just takes what it wants.
Okay. Ilvem,
Ooh.
Xanorn, and Hannibal, your attention is immediately taken away from the spell you're casting as the wind just gradually starts to pick up in the room. Whatever supplies you've set out to cast the spell, like, start sliding across the ground. You actually have to pick the ring and the staff back up as they start to, like, slide away. And there's just a sudden burst of wind out from the well that pushes you both, all three of you, slide backwards along the ground. And Drusilla, you can see just the well begins to twist and distort into a tornado of energy around you.
Drew, I think you should stop now.
And Drusilla, you go from
y'all.
Yeah, you are just surrounded by a roaring rush of wind around you, and that energy that you were pulling on is just wrenched from your magical senses. You almost feel like you know that feeling when, if you're holding something like a bat or a stick or something, you hit something that, like, rebounds really quick, like really bad, and, like, makes your hands sting. It's like the magical equivalent of that. As it's ripped away from you, you have, like, this sense of magical rebound, and your senses and your connection to your magic is, like, numbed for a second, and you no longer feel like you're just floating aloft in this column as much as you are being held in this column. And it brings back a memory to that Bigby's hand that was holding you a minute ago, but that one you felt like you could struggle against. This one feels like just the solid grip of a mountain of air just condensed down around you. And just from, like, somewhere in front of you, you get the sense of just, like, a presence, a towering presence whose size defies description. It is either, it could be the size of a person, it could reach up, scraping the sky. You have no idea. But the gale around you basically starts to howl into words as this presence speaks to you and says, "What do you know of nature's wrath, child? You are but the blink of an eye in the existence of this world, and I have lived since it was created. I have existed since before the first gods took their first steps. I am air that fills your lungs. I am the wind across the plains. I am that I am, and I have been here since there has been here to be. And you think you could claim my power?"
Yes, I do.
Throw you in danger.
You're gonna die.
And then you are as foolish as you are weak. And then just suddenly there's just like and the wind just stops. And all of you, for a second, your ears just ring because you've been listening to this constant gusting wind for probably like the past 20 minutes, and it's just gone. And Drew, you just begin to fall straight down before there's another blast of wind, and all of it, the whole place worth of wind reappears, but this time, instead of upward, it's shooting straight forward at the level of Drew. And Drusilla, you are launched out of the column, out of the room, through the hall, that 200-foot long room you were in, through the laboratory. You start to lower down, you slam into one of the tables, it cracks in half around you as you just tumble through that room and go flying out the doors to land unconscious outside of the entire structure. And then after that, and for those of you inside, after a few more seconds, the wind picks up again and the column returns.
I think it's time to leave, Ilvem.
Yeah. Sorry about her.
She's kind of stubborn and thick-headed.
Windwell. You're really nice and great. Okay, we're gonna go. Bye.
Didn't expect.
I'm just gonna like
Yeah,
absolutely
just
start huffing it.
the awkward like turn around and make sure I have the staff in the ring and that banner.
Okay, grab the banner too. Okay, and you can hoof it out. Yeah, you get as you're leaving, you can go like, you can go outside. Like you can go through that entire room. You go through the laboratory, and you can see where like there is a table that has been cracked in half, and like the two parts are laying like closer to the door. Like papers have been scattered. And Drusilla, I'm gonna need a death saving throw.
Oh fuck. No, you didn't.
Oh my god, are you kidding?
Jack, I deserve that.
Is that an at one? Okay. Ilvem and Hannibal, you do arrive at Drusilla, who's laying like in the dirt. There's like a trench dug in the grass and dirt where she hit the ground and like skidded back. And Sid is over like on his knees, like holding Drusilla's head up. You can see a wagon that is like pulled in and is like kind of stopped off to the side. And you can see 6 more dead skeletons out here, as well as a couple of like footsteps of where it looks like mages got the crap beaten out of them, and then they just ran.
Hey, do we have any more of those potions?
I don't.
I drank them all.
You
Other
should,
than the potion of vitality.
yeah. Ilvem, don't you have any healing spells?
I think I used all of my magic in the fight. Because I had to use an extra hex.
I'm gonna try to stabilize Drew.
Medicine checks. Let's go.
9.
Nope. Ilvem, you can try.
I don't need to try. I actually have one more first level spell slot.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still trying to like.
I'm just gonna like shove Hannibal out of the way, grab Drew by her face, and just pump healing magic into her.
Okay.
For the base minimum of 4.
Okay. Drusilla, you wake up and you feel like ass. Your whole body hurts. And for the moment, you don't feel your normal connection to nature.
Oh shit!
You feel
What?
cut off from your. You feel cut off from your connection.
Fucker.
Well, now that you're okay, I'm gonna see what. Finally, try to figure out what the staff, ring, and banner are.
Just gonna stand up, push Ilvem out of the way, push Sid out of the way, try and go back into that wind well.
As soon as you get to the door, you just hit a solid wall of wind. Like it just increases around you like a wind tunnel until you are just like forced to a standstill.
Also, that's your idea of nature's wrath, huh? Letting a poor, defenseless child, as you put it, refusing her entry into your home? Wow. Some nature's wrath you are, bitch.
God, I hope
You
a
could
pebble just comes flying out.
You can just hear a rumbling start from deep back in the well where it
I'm
starts.
just gonna go behind something and solid and just keep my identify going.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try to pull Drew back and be like, listen, you were too weak to do it. Move on. Get stronger. We'll come back later.
Fucker took my magic from me, and I am not leaving here until I get it back.
Maybe you'll need to, be in nature to get your powers back, not in this place.
Are you a druid, Hannibal?
No, but I know how magic works.
Well, you don't know how nature magic works, so shut the fuck up.
I'm 11, so shut the fuck up.
She's just gonna start yelling at the windmill again, like, motherfucker, give me my magic back! It's not fair.
All right, you get one more of those sort of just impressions in your head, and the impression you get is just a sequence of images. You see a bear snatching a salmon out of the water and just eating it. You can see a lion running down an antelope, tackling it to the ground and eating it. You can see a bird. You can see a hawk diving out of the sky, catching a smaller bird, and just killing it and bearing it to the ground for food. Just a sequence of just predator prey interactions just flash through your head, and kind of with the hanging question of, since when is nature fair?
Ooh.
Oh, you're gonna lecture me on something I've spent 18 years of my life learning, bitch? Oh,
Is
it's
there
on.
any way I can just like
Knock her out.
yeah, can I just like bop her on the head so she goes unconscious,
Actually,
but not
As she asked that
death
question,
saving throws?
the wind that's holding her back actually reverses, and Drew just gets sucked into the building. And as you try and you try and follow after, you meet the same wall of resistance.
Oh no.
Oh,
Ilvem.
Fuck.
I think
You
we
just
need...
Drew, you just end up getting like tossed through like a rag doll, just like spiraling through the entryway into that larger chamber, where you can see like the doors of the windwell open and the green column just blazing with green energy up through the doors, and that voice just echoing out from through the door again just says, "Why should I not lecture you on nature when you've spent only 18 years learning it?"
because you don't know everything.
Child, I don't need to know nature. I am nature.
Well, good for you. I direct nature's energy, and you're being kind of a bitch, right?
You direct nature's energy because nature allows you to.
Well, yeah, that's kind of my thing. And you took it away from me.
It is not yours to have. It is granted willingly, and should you be ungrateful, it can cease to be granted.
God, you sound like my mom. Do you want an apology? Is that what you want?
Learn
I'm
learn
sorry,
humility.
oh air spirit.
Learn humility, and perhaps you will find your powers again. Now leave this place. You are no longer welcome. And then the massive stone door just slams shut, and you're just left standing in the windy main chamber.
That motherfucker. That motherfucker. Drew will very pissily walk out.
Pissily?
Okay.
Stomping her feet, just
All right, Ilvem, right about when you get like able to stop, like right when the wind stops holding you back, you see Drusilla just come stomping her way back out of the building.
Oh, okay, good.
And you could all hear that. You could all hear that back and forth. By the way, it was loud.
Huh.
it was just walking. Just
Really curious what this stuff is.
Okay, you can take your time. You can finally get enough time to identify.
Thank God.
Okay, so the three things you took are, I'll start with the ring. The ring is a ring of free action.
Oh, yeah, that's mine.
While you wear this ring, it requires attunement. While you wear this ring, difficult terrain doesn't cost you extra movement. In addition, magic can neither reduce your speed nor cause you to be paralyzed or restrained. Then we got the
Think about that.
The staff is a staff of defense. While you're holding it, your AC goes up by 1, and it has 10 charges. You can use 1 charge to cast Mage Armor and 2 charges to cast Shield.
Nice.
Recharges 1d6 plus 4 charges at dawn. If you expend the last charge on a d20, roll a d20 on a 1, it shatters. And then the last one
Yeah, the banner
is a banner of the Krigg rune. And actually, as you take it, like as you notice that as you took it, it before was green fabric with like insignia of fangs on it.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you've taken it, it's just solid white and featureless, and there's no symbol on it.
Oh.
It's 5 feet tall, 3 foot wide. It's a very big banner. It's attached to a fairly long pole. It requires an action to furl it or unfurl it. It has the following properties. As a bonus action, you can touch the unfurled banner and cause it to emanate courage. You and your allies are immune to the frightened condition while within 20 feet of it. This benefit lasts for 10 minutes or until the banner is furled. Once you use this property, you can't use it again until you finish a short or long rest. Sentinel Standard. You can see invisible creatures while they were within 20 feet of the unfurled banner and within your line of sight. That's just constant. Standard Shield is a bonus action. You can touch the unfurled banner and invoke this power. Any ranged attack roll that targets you or an ally of yours has disadvantage if the target is within 20 feet of the unfurled banner. Lasts for a minute or until the banner is furled. Lasts again until you can't use it again until you finish a short or long rest. And then it also has the ability to transfer its energy to a place, transfer its enchantments to a location. The point where you set it down becomes the center of a spherical area of magic that has a 500-foot radius and fixed to the place. The transfer takes 8 hours of work that requires the banner to be within 5 feet of you, during which you choose creature types, or both that will benefit from the magic. At the end, the banner is destroyed, and the area gains the following property. While in that 500-foot radius sphere, the creatures you choose during the transfer process are immune to the frightened condition and gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls and AC. And that just becomes permanent 500-foot radius around a specific area.
I'm gonna keep the ring and the staff. Who wants the banner?
I think Sid should get the ring.
But I want the ring.
Yeah, but it'll be more useful for somebody who's actually going into combat.
What? I throw the ring at Sid. Okay, staff and banner are mine then.
Banner kind of has general effects.
Yeah, it's hard
for everybody. But
yeah. Okay, I'll just keep track of the banner then in my notes.
Thanks.
Okay. And yeah, Drusilla just like kept walking.
Yep.
Okay, so Drusilla has basically at this point left and just like started walking back along the canyon.
Well, we should follow her, make sure she doesn't do anything stupid.
Get attacked by an undead bear or something.
Yeah.
You know, she doesn't have her magic. Makes her kind of useless.
It really sucks. That's what you get for yelling at things, I guess. That's why I like that you can do. That's why I like that I can just learn my magic. I read books. I don't know if I can trust an entity to, you know. You did a really good job in there, Ilvem.
Thanks. You did too.
Thank you. I shrunk the necromancer, and it was very funny when you were squeezing them.
Made it much easier to grapple him. Yeah.
Oh, so funny. Well, we should probably go catch Drew to make sure she doesn't die.
Yeah.
Don't want her to pout herself to death. And I'm gonna, while we're walking, try attuning to the staff.
Okay, you can attune to the staff of defense.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Cool.
Okay. Eventually, all of you can catch up to Drew.
Hello.
I don't think she wants to talk. She did just get her ass handed to her by a well.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
I can teach you
That's
magic
rough,
if you'd like. Yeah, that's rough, buddy.
I could talk to Suriel about giving you some magic.
Yeah, I could even teach you how to read a book, and we could go over that kind of stuff together.
I don't want to learn your magic.
My magic is really cool, though.
My magic's also really cool.
I agree. Ilvem stuff's
It's not
very cool
my
as well.
magic.
Maybe you should talk
Which
to
is
your
just
mom.
like a placeholder.
Yeah, placeholder. Maybe you should talk to your mom. Even though she's
Can't
evil,
very
you
well
should.
find her.
No.
Yeah, no, she can't use any magic to even try to locate her or anything.
I
Well, I
mean,
know
if
exactly where
we
she is,
if we have a rest,
but I can't get there.
if we have a nice long nap, I could, or even a short rest, I could try to communicate to your mother. We're like, hey, your daughter lost all of her powers. She's being pouty about it. It's really draining. Can you do something about it?
I don't
would
think.
rather not have my mother know I pissed off an air spirit, because then I'm gonna have my mother pissed off at me. And of the two, I fear her a lot more than I fear the air spirit.
Do you think she would disown you for being powerless now?
Most likely.
I feel that.
It doesn't sound like good parenting, and I didn't even have parents.
Technically, you did have parents, you just didn't know.
I mean, you do know one of them.
He doesn't count.
He's a real winner, isn't he?
Yeah.
I just need some time to myself in nature.
All right. Do you want us to find you a nice stump to sit on?
I think I can find it myself. Thank you very much.
Okay, just make sure you don't get too far. You're kind of defenseless now, so if
Yeah.
a bear or something comes by.
If a bear comes by and wants to eat me, I guess that's my fucking karma.
But it would be nature, so.
Yeah, but I don't want to lose anybody else, Drew. So just make sure you stay within yelling distance.
Well, how well can you hear?
Not very well. I have low perception.
Like a +3?
So I can go quite a distance.
I think I'm at about a -1, so.
Okay, well you go on. We'll set up camp here. If right here is a good place to set up camp. We'll set up camp in this area, I guess.
We'll set up camp near Poppy when we get back to Poppy.
Wait, isn't Poppy at the Furbolg camp?
That's right. We'll set up camp here.
Rebel camp is also not that far away, so you could make your way back there too.
We could also,
Yeah, but we don't really want to deal with them right now. We don't want to be like, hey,
just like, oh,
the Windwell fucked up our sister. She's really upset about it. We're gonna take a night to be in the forest.
I don't
Okay.
want to deal with the shame of going back to my
And-
druid grandma and being like,
and maybe
I pissed
not-
off an air spirit.
Maybe we shouldn't tell those feral druids about Drew trying to,
I mean, I know I can lie, but can the two of you?
Of course I can. I lie all the time.
Yeah, not very well though. Not very convincingly.
You'd be surprised.
I mean, he'd probably be able to sense the shift in nature.
Huh. They're gonna be so mad at you they killed Poppy.
Why would you say that out loud?
I mean, they might. Nature's wrath and all that
No, Furbolgs I don't think are those kind of individuals.
Alright, well I'm gonna set up and hang out. I'm just gonna climb into a tree and
Okay.
sit on like a long branch, very like Katniss in the Hunger Games, and just chill out.
I'm gonna
Okay.
very much like Frodo from Lord of the Rings, sit up against a tree and just read through my books.
Okay.
I'll be playing flute. And also talking to Suriel in my head.
Okay.
Because I don't quite know how that works. I don't know if he can hear me if I have to talk aloud, but I also don't want to talk aloud because that's embarrassing. So I just talk to him in my head sometimes.
Okay.
I figure it's kind of like praying. He's an angel, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
how's it going? It's me, Ilvem.
Like a mental diary.
Yeah.
Dear Serial.
The main thing is just kind of like, I'm just
God,
like...
you're so hot. I mean, wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's right. These are thoughts. I can't control them.
I'm just gonna kind of be like, hey, like if you're in the area, maybe just like keep an eye on Drew if you can. I don't want her to get killed in the
Do the
forest.
TikTok thirst trap style. Fan camp cereal.
Okay. So what is Drew doing?
So I know I said I was gonna stay within yelling distance.
You bitch.
But I want to go a little bit farther than that.
Okay.
What a trend.
Just like deep into nature. Just
Mm-hmm.
Watch out for mammoths.
Okay.
We're not gonna have a repeat of Thursday. I'm not gonna get sacrificed to trolls.
They were frost giants.
Oh, same thing.
That's worse.
I a patch of dirt.
Okay.
Can I like just kind of dig my feet into it? You know, kind of ground myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just gonna kneel down. She's gonna take her focus out of her hair,
Mm-hmm.
put it in the ground, take her staff, lay it in front of it, and be like, if this is the end of our relationship, then so be it. I accept that consequence. I give back to you all that you have given to me. She's just gonna sit and meditate for like a minute or so.
Okay. The end of a minute, sitting there, kind of just like sitting with your feet in the dirt, and you can hear the wind in the trees. You can hear like the very distant sound of like a little bit of a babbling brook, just like some water over some rocks. The longer you sit there, the more you start to be able to hear animals around you. The sounds of some kind of ground rodent. You're not sure based on the sound if it's like a gopher or like a ground squirrel or something. Birds in the birds flying by in the trees. You even look down, you can see like the smallest little insects. Smallest little insects kind of like crawling along the ground, like a couple of them just kind of like a line of ants that goes and just like up to your focus and just kind of like walks over it, just like stepping onto it, like just like a stepping stone going over it. And you sit there and you kind of just, you feel, it's strange. It's been so long since you've had your druidic magic and senses that you've almost forgotten what it's like to just sit in nature and feel a part of it, but not like how sit in nature and have nature not be a tool, have nature not be a means to an end, have nature not be a source of power for you. But for this minute, you sit there and you just sit in nature without really a purpose or reason. And with it, oddly enough, after that minute of meditation and sitting there, you feel more connected to the area around you than you did even when you had your druidic magic. And you feel the slightest bit of it return. Like if the metaphor we're going to use is numbness, it's like you can feel feelings start to return in the tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes. And you get the sense that over time, that over a little bit of time, it will return.
Thank you. And she will. She's gonna take her hair down and just let it be free and not have it tied up anymore.
Okay.
And she's gonna pick up her staff, dig a little hole, and put her focus in the hole. And
Okay.
cover it back up with dirt. And just kind of bury it and be like, atonement for what I've done. I give back to you what you've given to me. And then she's gonna stand up, just walk back to her siblings.
Okay. As you walk back, you don't know if it's a coincidence or not, but as you're walking back, the wind that blows through the trees happens to be at your back, pushing you gently gently pushing you back in that direction. And you can, after a little bit, return back to your two siblings where they sit in and under a tree.
Hello.
So, how's the tree?
Tree-ish.
It's a great tree. I'm thinking of writing a song about it.
What's it called?
Tree.
It's a good song.
Thanks.
How's it go?
See, I've just thought of the concept of writing a song.
Oh.
I haven't really made it past there yet.
Hello, tree. You are big and green.
I'm sure the tree would love a song about it.
How are you doing?
I am atoning
Is your hair down?
for what I did.
Mhm.
Oh, I look up from my book. Oh. Huh. Where's your little doohickey?
I gave back to nature what it had given to me.
That seems like it might be a good path to take to get what you want back.
I mean, I don't know if I'll ever get it back fully the way I had it. And if nature decides it no longer wants to work with me, then that's its decision.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll be okay. Was that enough time for a short rest? Would you say?
Yeah, we'll say a short rest.
Nice.
We'll say a short rest has occurred, yes.
Arcane recovery, baby.
I
to
have
get
magic back.
To get a 3rd level spell slot. And with that 3rd level spell slot, Drew, now that I have the capabilities, I don't know if I should reach out to Aja just because I don't think they'd have words prepared, if you know what I mean. They probably don't want me just popping in going, hey, it's me, Hannibal. We are always very concerned about what happened to Reggie. Should I contact Reggie? Just to get that kind of uncertainty cleared away.
I mean, I've made peace with him being dead in my mind. I don't know if I want to open that one back up.
Well, I won't tell you what the response is unless you want me to. Or if there's
Then
any.
I guess it's your decision.
I'm gonna cast Sending on Reggie.
Okay. What do you say?
25 words. I'm gonna say, hello, Reggie. I hope you are getting this. I am very sorry for how I treated you when you were with us. Where are you? It's 25.
Okay. You feel the spell complete. Like you can tell the spell sends and lands somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't hear a response.
All right.
Spell fails if a person is dead, though. The spell did not fail.
It also fails if they're on another plane of existence. There's a certain percentage that happens.
Yeah. But the spell did not fail.
And I get the sense the message arrived.
Yep. You just don't. You just the window of time for him to respond passes.
So I know Reggie's alive, and I know they're not on another plane of existence.
Well, or if they are,
they didn't respond.
Yeah. If they are, it succeeded in getting there.
Well, I do have some good news, Drusilla. They're alive.
Good for them.
I just don't know where they are.
If they wanted to be with us, they would have stayed. They're not coming back, Hannibal.
I know. I just wanted to say something to Reggie, is all. How goes your time up in the tree, Ilvem?
I'm having a great time. Thanks for asking.
Is your angel friend talking to you?
That's none of your business.
That's right, I'm sorry.
But no, he's not.
I'm sorry. Are you?
He really only shows up in dreams and then sometimes when he's like scolding me.
That sounds very fun.
Do we want to head back to the Furball camp tonight, or do you want to camp out here?
I mean...
Because I'd like to remind you all that Wraith did hit me real good, and I'm actually still quite exhausted from it.
Just point out that all of your camping supplies are on Poppy.
Also, all of our camping supplies are on Poppy.
Yeah, that's what Xanon just said, Hannibal.
Oh, I thought that was the voice in my head.
Probably sounds
Voice in your
similar.
head sounds like Xanorn?
It has different voices. Sometimes it sounds like myself. Sometimes it sounds like if Moloch could talk.
Well, that sounds nice.
Sometimes, if I'm being real dumb, it sounds like somebody else.
So are we heading back, or
yeah.
I'm good either way.
Yeah, we should probably head back.
Okay.
I don't want Moloch to think his dad is dead.
Yeah, I'm not really built for camping in general, much less camping without our supplies.
Yeah.
But Drew, if you do want to stay out here, I'll stay out here with you.
Yeah, if you want to stay out here, yeah.
I'll be fine out here.
Okay.
Wait, so you're staying?
I'm staying, but you're going.
Okay, great. I'm just gonna get real comfy on my branch.
I'm gonna get real comfy under the tree.
No.
No.
Go back to the camp.
Go back to the camp. That's what you sound like.
Yeah, that's what you sound
You
like.
just said you weren't built for camping.
Yeah, but we're also not going to leave you out here in the wilderness by yourself without any abilities.
But even more than that, Drusilla, we're a team.
Yeah.
That means we stay together.
This isn't the Drusilla experience. Or experiment.
I can handle a single night of uncomfort. It'll be hard, and I may die. but it is a sacrifice I am willing to take.
Do you want to use my coat as a blanket, Ilvem?
Yes.
Your coat doesn't have arms. It's not
It
gonna be
doesn't
great.
need arms. It's big. I'm 6'4".
I'm 6'1".
I'm gonna toss I'm gonna take my coat off and just leave my underclothes on, the vest and the scarf, and toss it up to Ilvem.
Thanks. I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation on it so it's warm.
This is the first time I've taken my coat off in front of anyone.
Thank you. The significance isn't lost on me, but I am gonna go to bed now.
Yeah, I will attempt to.
I don't think that's true. I think when you fell asleep during the bank job, you laid it down to sit on in the
That's
sewer.
right. Well, in
It's
front
the
of
first time
Ilvem.
you've taken it off in front of Ilvem.
There you
Yeah.
go. Hey, it is getting dark at this point because you were in there. You left in the morning and then you had traveled in and then traveled back and then Drusilla sat in the woods. So it's getting dark at this point.
Drusilla is just like angry, surprised Pikachu right now. Just like,
I'm gonna take out those notes that I gathered from the Windwell
Okay.
and look at Drew, look back at the notes, and then just burn them up in my hands with Firebolt.
Okay. As you like pick them up and are like putting them into your hand, can you just give me a perception check to see if there's anything you might like passively
Yeah.
Absorb as you're burning them?
15.
Okay. You catch like a couple of snippets as the paper curls up and burns. You catch a couple of like phrases and words. You catch motive power, phylactery, more powerful, command over air elementals, and then the last thing you see as it's like curling up is the phrase "Make Lord Barati proud" before it crinkles up and burns.
Okay. Mental note of all of that, and not telling anyone.
Okay.
At least not yet. Everyone's sleepy.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna
Yell.
attempt to sleep against this tree.
All right. You can all get a night's sleep.
Yay!
Xanort and Sid find places to lay down.
Hey, I have 11 AC now.
Oh my god.
That's real nice.
You can also cast shield 5 times a day.
And mage armor. Well, mage armor is 8 hours, but yeah.
Yeah.
And
Mage armor you can do with 1 charge.
And I can do it. I can do shield as charges now, which is nice.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Ugh, my back hurts. Ilvem, how'd you sleep?
Oh, I slept so well.
Oh, wait, real quick, does Drusilla do anything?
Oh,
do anything? I'll just go to bed.
she stays within earshot of the rest of the group, but she's gonna like go back into the woods and meditate for
Okay.
her rest.
Okay. You feel a bit more of that connection coming back. By morning, I will say that you have your cantrips back.
Oof. Oof, oof, oof.
Ilvem, can I talk to you privately really quickly? While
Yeah, what's up?
in the woods. So those notes I gathered, I burned them just so no one else can get their hands on them because,
Smart. Good thinking.
dangerous. It mentioned the words phylactery, which is tied to liches.
Mm-hmm.
It mentioned control over air elementals. And it mentioned Lord, what was the name again? I forgot to write it down.
Barati.
Barati. So we have another lead, someone called Lord Barati. So this goes back. It's not just that necromancer, I think. I think they were working for someone else.
Do you think that necromancer has a phylactery?
Part of me is really worried that's what Drew swallowed. But I don't think it was.
No. What Drew swallowed was clearly a piece of magic that came from the well.
You know, I was
Yeah,
I was trying to identify, so I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, when you were looking through the notes and the diagrams, you saw like as you picked them up, it looked like this was going to be, and like some of the things they said, it seems like they were going to take that energy and use it
to make
during the creation of the, or
Okay.
not to make one, but like during the creation, like an extra ingredient added in
okay.
to infuse more power into him.
Okay,
as a
so
lich.
he was definitely trying. Sorry, he was definitely trying to use the Windwell's power to help him like achieve lichdom, but I don't think we should tell Drew the part about the air elementals just to be safe for now. And then we might have to start looking into who this Lord Barati is. Maybe not obviously looking for them outright, but maybe just kind of like poking our noses around. And if we get to Kukui, if I am indeed tied to these noble circles, I could ask around Zeh as well, if anyone's heard of Barati.
Are either of you trained in history?
Oh fuck, I hope I am. I am, +6, baby.
Okay.
I'm half trained.
Both of you make me a history check.
Fuck, 2 + 6. God damn it! No, it's like one of my things. No.
It's also a no from me.
Okay. The name sounds familiar. Like you may have heard it before, but like a long time ago, or like read it before or something. So it's seems familiar, but you don't remember what it is exactly. You might have to do more research.
Can we perhaps get a sense of which continent the name strikes familiarity with?
Actually, let me see if Sid remembers. All right, you're not. That's right. You're not talking to Sid. It's just the two of you. Yeah. You're not really. You did with a 6 and
a 1.
A 1. Yeah. No, nothing.
Yeah.
Sid.
Or an 8.
Sid.
Yeah.
We need you over here for a second.
Okay.
Do you know who a Lord Baradi is?
Let me see. I think Sid is trained in history. Let me double check. Yep, let me see. Let's see if Sid knows. Well, got the best of all of you. Still not too great, but what the three of you, I'll say what the three of you are able to put together is Barati is a name that is connected to a nation far to the north called Astarada that is a magicracy. It is a nation run by basically your magical power is equal to your political power. The more magically competent you are, the more influence you have in their society. And he is, from what you remember, from what Sid can remember and what all of you can put together, the name Barati, he is some kind of individual that has a negative place in their history. And is some sort of, and is tied into necromancy as well.
So, do you think this necromancer was trying to bring back this Baradi as a lich?
Perhaps Baradi's already a lich, but doesn't really want to go in and do things himself, you know, and it's kind of just creating a little army.
Sid. I think, because of what we've uncovered here, knowing what I know about lichdom, would I know like a decent amount about lichdom because I'm a wizard?
You'd know a little bit about
Okay,
it. You'd be like somewhat aware, yeah.
We can't. It's not good to have a lich just kind of out and about. If there is a lich out and about, fuck. Fuck. I'm okay with postponing Kukui so we can go to wherever this Barati is from and deal with this, or look into this at least. This is something we can't leave just kind of hanging about, especially like knowing about it. If we didn't know about it, we'd be ignorant to it. We wouldn't know, but knowing about it and letting it kind of just be in the background doesn't feel right with me.
You would be aware that Astarada is farther north than Pyre. It is the top of the continent.
we should head back to Kekui, or we should head to Kekui.
Do you think we could charter a boat?
And then, yeah, exactly. Charter a boat from there. I'll see if I have any connections who can start doing some digging.
Yeah.
It'd be silly to turn around now. It'll take us so much more time.
Yeah. What do you think, Sid? Stopping
Yeah,
the
I think
Lich would be.
I think at this point, like we're close. So even if we wanted to go back north, it'd probably be faster to take a boat than to turn around and walk again, all the way back up again.
Okay. Yeah. Hold on a second. I actually have an idea. I'm gonna cast Sending.
Okay.
And reach out to Master Varro.
Okay.
It's like Master Varro might know a little bit more as well, possibly. Hello, Master Varro. It's me, Hannibal. We just uncovered information about someone called Lord Baradi. Possible Lich stuff, phylacteries. Any information?
Okay, you get a response back. Hello, Hannibal. Baradi is the ancient enemy of the Chancellor of Asterada. He has been a Lich for some time.
Fuck. I'm repeating all of this as Master Varro says it.
I will pass this on.
Yeah, I repeat everything he said.
Well, sounds like doesn't need to be our responsibility. If he's the sworn enemy of the Chancellor of that place up north, and he already has some pretty powerful enemies.
I still don't think we should just leave this alone.
And I don't think we're powerful enough to go up against a Lich as old as
I'm
he
not
is.
saying we are. I'm just saying we go there and look into things. Because Drew did just deal with the Vindvel, and it was kind of attached to this what this necromancer and his people were looking into. I think it's worth going, just so we know Drusilla is not in any danger.
You also get another sending.
Oh, hello.
You get a sending from Master Varro now.
To that.
Yeah, so you can continue, and he'll say, "Let me, when you can, send me a letter with more details, so that I can assess the situation and let the appropriate people know what's happening."
I'll respond. Drusilla ingested something from the Vindvel that this Lich was interested in, apparently. Would it be wise to go?
To go
there. I don't think I have enough words.
Okay.
You have 5 more words.
Oh, thank you so much. There and look into things.
He'll do another sending. His conflict with Asterada is centuries old. No one knows where he is. Sir Egril gained power from the Windwell. I'll ask him.
Oh, yeah, relay all that to my siblings that are present.
Mm-hmm.
And then he cast Sending, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say, all right, thank you very much. I just don't feel right letting this hang in the air with this information I have.
and then you don't get any more sendings after that.
Yeah, I figured. So I have to send Master Varo a letter at some point. I think I'll do that when we get to Kukui.
Mm-hmm.
I still think it's worthwhile to at least charter a boat to where we need to go. Go there, and don't like poke around and anything. Don't get like attacked by anything, but we could at least just look for information to make sure that Drusilla isn't like the Lich's next like body or phylactery or something.
That doesn't make sense with what we know. I think you're being overly anxious.
Liches are very scary.
I will admit though, this Ashtarada place sounds pretty cool.
That's also kind of one of the other reasons I want to go there, based on how it's run.
Yeah, you could have just said that you want to go because you think it's cool.
It's very interesting to me.
But I don't know. There's things that I want to do.
Like what?
Well, I want to find any information I can about the Illithid.
I wonder. Joking, we could always go down into the Underdark and ask around.
It's not a terrible idea.
I mean, there has to be like settlements down there in the Underdark that aren't, scary. You could probably just ask, hey, what do you know about Illithids?
All I know is that people were taken from my enclave, and I'm gonna get them back.
We could look into that next after Kukui.
I'd appreciate it.
We could charter a boat wherever we need to go.
But where do we need to go?
That's why we ask around.
Ugh. Shouldn't we have like a handler? Shouldn't there be a handler that can like
That's Xandorn.
meet up with us and talk to us about
Master Varo.
gift stuff?
No, true. That's right. We had one of those. But our one sibling, Aja, attacked them. So I don't know if they're going to be coming around anytime soon. I can reach out to them.
Mine died in the attack.
I could reach out to our handler though and just see, but they're very connected to Grantar.
Well, not anymore. Grantar got snatched.
True. Well, I'll wait till another day because I don't want to waste all my abilities here.
Yeah, no worries. Don't worry about it until after we're done Kukui.
Holy fuck, we uncovered something not great. See, look, our poking around in places for power had some good.
Also, we were poking around this one. We were sent here.
And we were destroying evildoers. No gooders, sorry. I feel like the voice in my head is scowling at me and I don't like it. Oh no. Yeah, we should go look for Drew. She seems to have wandered off.
And I hate to say this, but if she doesn't have access to her magic, should we send her back to Pyre?
That's not.
We find ourselves in very dangerous situations pretty frequently, honestly.
Send her back to Pyre, or maybe keep her here with the Druids and see if they could like help her. Yeah.
I just would hate to drag her along into somewhere dangerous and not being able to protect her.
She really likes to just jump into situations. And, yeah. She's a very chaotic little gremlin.
It's true.
We should still try to look for her. Maybe she fell down a well or something.
Oh, gosh. Turns out Drew's biggest weakness is just wells.
Same, actually. I almost died from a brick.
I remember. Yeah, you got smashed in the face with that brick.
Yeah, it was really...
It was gruesome.
What a way to go.
Your face caved in under it? I didn't think my magic would be enough to, like, make you go from concave to normal.
It's a good thing I don't have much of a nose as it is.
Hey, Drew! Drew, remember that time that Hannibal got smoked in the face with a brick? Is that happening to you right now? Drew!
I'm not wasting a sending spell. Ugh.
Oh my gosh, her face is
Can
probably
I
concave
hear?
right now.
Oh yeah, you can probably hear them. They're loud.
Drew!
I'm trying to meditate.
Is your face concave?
This is also the next morning too, so you've been doing that all night.
I don't,
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
It means, like, you know, when you're eating with a spoon? Oh, no, you don't.
She
What's
uses,
a
remember
spoon?
she uses with her hands and feet.
So, have you ever seen a shovel?
No, probably not.
Vaguely?
Concave is like the scoopy part of the shovel.
Yeah, do you know when you cup your hand?
Yeah?
There. Done.
Oh. Okay. My face fits in the cup of my hand. Is that
I'm
concave?
leaving. Ilvem, we're leaving Drusilla in the woods.
Wait, Drew. Put your hand in front of your face. If it's bigger than your face.
You have dragon pops.
I can't tell if it's bigger than my face.
Well, then come out here so I can see.
No, you come to me.
Where are you?
In the woods, dumbass.
We're
gonna follow
surrounded
the
by
voice.
woods. Ilvem, can I have my coat back?
Oh, yeah. Here you go. Thanks.
Oh, it's toasty.
It's all the farts.
Oh. I don't like that. If you're going to fart next time, do it in a vial so I can keep it as a spell component.
That spell! You just hear from like 100 feet away from Xander.
Cloud kill.
Gust of wind.
Cloud kill.
Yeah, the material component of cloud kill.
There's a fart in a jar.
Fart in a bottle. Yeah.
Please.
That's how you That's the somatic component. That's the somatic and material components of cloud kill.
Fart in your hand.
Fart in a jar, close it, and just throw it like a grenade.
I'm writing that down to Homer that. Drew, where are you?
What?
We're leaving. We're heading out.
Yeah, we're going to get Poppy and Moloch, and we're heading out. We're going to Kukui.
Kekuai.
Kakua!
Doing something.
You might be able, if you come with us, I can teach you how to control air elementals.
Why would I do that?
Because you swallowed that stupid thing.
Stop.
Ilvem, are we still going to the fire and water one though?
Yes.
Okay,
we
cool.
just won't be stupid and try to take more than we can.
Yeah. I figured.
Which was a whisper.
We're the
So
smart.
Drew couldn't hear it.
We're the smart ones.
I mean, I am genuinely not very smart, but I do learn lessons.
Don't worry.
There's a good chance I would have done the same thing,
Don't worry.
but I watched Drew do it first.
Exactly. I have intelligence, but no wisdom, so we're good.
I'm not very book smart.
I am. It's fun. Drew, we're leaving.
What?
Okay, bye.
See you
We're leaving
later.
without you.
We're taking Simon as well.
That's a sensitive subject. Her connection to
Oh,
Simon is gone.
Simon's already gone. I forgot.
Damn it, Hannibal.
Oh wait, I see him. He's running towards the Furbolg campsite. We should catch up to him. Maybe you can have.
Dirty liar!
No, I'm not. Deception check, please. No.
Clearly knows.
Oh. I'll give you candy if you come.
Your stupid candy. I want some.
I don't have any candy. We'll drag you if we have to.
Offer. Okay,
Ilvem,
that's not stopped you before. Why don't you just do it?
Ilvem, what should we do?
Well, we could reduce her.
No. I feel like she'd not be shrunken. Drusilla, do you want to be tiny?
Come on, I bet Poppy misses you. Let's go.
Yeah, what do you think Moloch is thinking right now?
You always were Poppy's favorite.
I do have a leg bone from Moloch.
How'd you get a leg bone?
From the bear, remember?
Oh, that's
The
right.
bear.
I was gonna keep the skull, but I threw it in the woods.
Okay. I'll come give the leg bone to Moloch.
Yeah, see? Everyone's happy.
Slowly pad out of the forest, tears streaking through the dirt on her face.
Oh, you're looking a little rough. Precipitation to the face.
Oh. So is your hand bigger than your face?
Sparkles.
Oh, no, it's not actually. Strange. Drusilla has very tiny hands.
Means you don't have dragon pox. It's good to know.
It's very good.
What are you talking about?
Listen, we're just trying to lighten the mood here, okay? This has been a real big shit show. Let's just move on.
Yeah. It looked really fun though.
Looks really tasty.
I mean, it was kind of fun to yell at an air spirit.
Oh, I meant like
Also, the way you got launched. Oh my god.
Oh man. Oh, do you think
Did I look really cool?
You did. You did.
No, you didn't. You looked like
You looked like
puny and pathetic and just like whoomp.
It was bad. Do you think I could offer, you know, like entertainment by just blowing people around in a gust of wind?
It's not fun.
Not like lethal, like just like throw them around into like water and stuff.
I mean, that technically wasn't lethal either, but like I did kind of get the sense that if it could kill me,
It was
would
almost
have.
lethal.
Yeah, I was like real almost dead there, wasn't I?
You really don't like
Yeah.
authority figures, do you?
Yeah, you were looking really, really bad.
To answer your question, I am great with authority figures.
That's the thing I know about you. I say it all the time.
Yeah.
Asterisk, as long as that authority figure is her mother.
That's the only authority figure that matters.
So
That is the only
No one else-
authority figure. Everyone else is just pretending.
Yeah, no one else has authority over Drew except for her mother.
So I wonder how far away we are from Kukui.
You're very close.
But very close.
Very close.
The voice in my head is just on point today.
I'm back here. Sid and I are reading a map.
Man, just isn't that interesting? My voice knows who Sid is.
You know, when Xanorn kills you in your sleep, I'm not going to interfere.
Joke's on him. I have a backup plan.
I don't want to know what your backup plan is.
I don't have.
Do? Oh. See, I was worried that it was going to be you waking up and casting fireball centered on yourself and therefore blowing yourself up and taking everybody else with you.
That would
Why
be
would you
fun.
give him that idea?
But no.
I really regret saying it out loud.
All I need is a cubic foot of flesh.
A fish?
Flesh.
Oh.
Why? That's a lot of flesh.
It is a lot.
We're
of
walking
flesh.
and talking.
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Can I hold Ilvem's hand like a small child?
You can.
Ilvem
Okay.
cast armor Vegathis. Sword burst. Oh.
Yeah.
Did you see how
Alright.
badly we fucked up that necromancer though?
Oh, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, he was really like putty in my hands.
Did you hear how stupid he was? Witness my ascension. The only thing he ascended to was dust.
I mean, he kind of ascended if you think about it.
Descended to the afterlife.
Yeah.
True. Where do you think he went?
Probably hell.
Which layer?
The Lich layer.
There's more than one.
There's 9.
Oh, which one's the worst?
9.
Then that's where he went.
But then, if he could have went to the abyss, and that has infinite layers. So.
Or maybe he went to his specific deity's domain.
I wonder who his
Who knows,
deity was.
Maybe he followed a deity that was like cool with liches.
There do be deities that are probably cool with liches.
I can't think of a single one that's cool with liches.
I never really paid attention in religion class.
Yeah, I don't like religion.
More the old gods, you know, like none of this new hip bullshit.
Yeah, I feel like religion is just like an excuse. I had that sentence was going somewhere and I kind of just lost it as I said it.
I feel like we're getting into some territory that we maybe like don't want to discuss right now. Like I feel like this place isn't the time.
Yeah,
It's feeling very existential.
Yeah, I don't want to get killed by something just for saying the wrong words, you know? Like, oh no, you've been smited. Scary.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so you head back to the Furbolg camp?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right, you eventually make your way back there. You see Poppy first. Poppy like stands up a little excited when she sees all of you.
I'm gonna go pet her trunk.
Pet Poppy's trunk. She's very excited to see you.
Where's Moloch?
Arf, 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 arf. He comes like running over across the grass.
Yes. Come here.
Comes running up to you, both heads just like tongues flapping in the wind.
Yes, yes.
Wait, Hannibal.
Hello.
Drew pulls out the massive bear femur. He gives it to him.
Both heads like lean down and start grabbing it. They're like trying to pick it up, and they keep like thunk, thunk, thunk.
He's so cute, isn't he?
I'm gonna take out one of my jars of honey, stick my fingers in it, and just kind of hold it up to Moloch. Here you go.
That was a lot. Like, thank you for committing, but wow.
What that tongue do, boy?
Committed to my
I'm
art.
leaving. Oh. Are any of the druids around?
Oh yeah, they're still around. Odysseus is like standing by while you all kind of show up and say hello to your companions.
How were the animals?
Well, they were fine, but well, that one's not an animal.
How
She points at Moloch.
dare you? No, I know.
Fireball.
You're right. He's a
Fireball.
baby.
Fuck your camp.
No! Just getting my powers back.
But was he a good boy, at least?
He was very nice.
Good.
I take it you were all successful.
Yep.
Yeah, successful, totally.
We stopped the necromancer and his undead.
Good. Those who freely abuse the rest of the dead without thought or heed are a blight on this world.
Oh, totally.
Or to maintain the balance, evil like that cannot be tolerated. You did a good thing today. Or yesterday, rather.
Yesterday. Now, do you have any information on the other wells? Like the water one?
Or the fire one, or the earth one, or the ice one, or the fart one.
I can't say I do. Their locations are not well documented.
That's what I was afraid of.
Oh well.
We did notice your exercising of mercy, however, seeing the those that you allowed to flee from the canyon.
Was that not wrong? I can deal with them.
No,
it shouldn't take me
no.
long to find them at all.
No, if they had surrendered and they were defeated and you allowed them to flee, then mercy is a virtue.
Yep,
And should be exercised whenever possible.
that was all of us. We all decided to exercise mercy. It was Ilvem's. It was. Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, we're good people. Total 100%.
Oh, well done. Well done. Will you be getting on your way then?
I imagine so.
Yes. We're heading to Kukui.
South then. We can show you to there's a path out of the valley, so you don't have to circle all the way back around to the entrance. Your elephant should be able to make it up the slope.
Oh, wunderbar. Duru, what's wrong?
I was just kind of wondering if I could, talk to Athesis in private.
Sure,
Yeah.
we'll start getting Poppy already.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, let's just step over here then.
Okay. Are we out of earshot?
Yeah, you can get out of earshot.
I don't know how to really say this. I fucked up real bad. The thesis. I don't know. Like, could you tell?
She narrows her eyes for a second and leans in a little, and something is different about you, certainly.
At the Windwell, there was this marble, and I ate it, and then I got maybe the power to fly. But then I was like, ooh, if I could get that from a little marble, what could I get from more of it? So I stepped into the wind, and I tried to take more of it, and then there's to make a long story short, I pissed off the air spirit, and now I don't have my powers. And I've tried to begin to atone, and I have base magic back, very little, and I'm just wondering if it's gonna be like this forever, or if I can get back to how I was.
Well, it'll comfort you to know that you're not the first one. You're not the first young druid to attempt to draw on more power and find themselves at the unfortunate end of nature's wrath. And if after your atonement your spells are coming back already, it's a good sign. Your power will return again shortly.
But I don't want to be a burden to my siblings.
My dear, what makes you think you'd be a burden?
Well, without my magic, I am useless to them.
And who says that a person needs to have use in order to be welcome?
Well, with the situations that we get ourselves into, they would have to spend more time protecting me because I didn't have any magic to protect myself. And that would make me a burden to them.
I think it would make you someone they care about, that they would want to protect. I don't think that's different now or when you have power.
That's still a burden.
Is it?
Yes.
In what way?
What if they have to make the choice to protect me or themselves? What if they get hurt? What if they die because of me? I think that's a burden, don't you?
If that happens, it's a choice they've made.
But I don't want them to make that choice. I'm not asking them to die for me or protect me, but they're going to do it anyway, and I know that, and I don't want them to.
Sounds like they care about you. But why?
Attachments are weakness.
Who told you such a ridiculous thing?
It's kind of what I've learned over the years.
She like straightens up a little bit and looks around at the camp and all the furbolgs and everything, and she says, these people around me are like my family. I would lay my life down and risk my own life and safety to protect any one of them. I'm very attached to these people, to these woods, to everyone I live with and care about. Does that make me weak?
No, but what purpose do they serve? How?
Why do they need to serve a purpose?
Because everything in life has a purpose.
Does
Everything
it?
and everyone. Yes. Is that not why we are on this world? To fulfill our destinies?
I think, at least for me, if you ask me, we're on this earth. We just are. What we do with our time here is up to us. We can choose how to spend it however we like. Nature does not have a purpose. Nature simply is.
No, we all have a grand destiny, and everything we do is just steps towards it.
Every person has a grand destiny.
Yes, that is why we are put on this world. To fulfill our destinies.
If every person has a grand destiny, then what do you say of the people who spend their days doing nothing but fishing? A fisherman.
Perhaps their grand destiny is to catch the biggest fish of their career.
And every fisherman is to catch the biggest fish of their career. Well, that will happen regardless.
And that is their destiny. That is their purpose in life, to fish.
Their purpose in life is to fish. And if they decide
Yes.
they don't want to fish anymore?
Well, then they've lost their purpose.
Is that so?
Yes. Are you saying the teachings of my mother are wrong?
If that's what she's taught you, then... well, perhaps.
No, she's not wrong. She's never been wrong.
Children often think that of their parents. Part of growing up is realizing that they're mortal like we are.
No, but she can't be wrong. She taught me this because she has my best interests at heart. She can't be wrong.
And maybe so. Parents do many things with the best interests of their children at heart. Whether or not that ends well is another thing entirely.
She can't be wrong. If she's wrong about that, what else is she wrong about?
That is one of the big questions of life we must always ask.
What if I don't have a grand destiny or purpose on this world?
Would you like to?
Yeah, I would, very much so.
Well, if you would like to have a grand destiny and a grand purpose, achieve something with your life, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. You must choose to do it. It's not just waiting there for you. You must make that choice. Strive and work for it. I wasn't born with the destiny of becoming warden of my people. I had to work for it. To gain insight and wisdom, prowess. I had to work to get to this point, and at any point, if I had faltered, I would not be here. But that wouldn't make me any less happy or any less valuable.
But how can I strive for it when every time I try to expand myself and expand my learning, I get shut down and connection with nature gets cut off?
Perhaps you're going about it the wrong way. Nature, your connection with nature, your power does not come from seizing and taking and dominating yourself over nature. It comes from harmony. There are those, like us, who seek to control nature, who seek to exert their will over it. And they believe that they are wiser than the world. They exist, they're out there. And they are the purest enemy that we have as druids. Those that believe that the will of mortals and their intellect and their industry is greater than the world around us. We are not exempt from nature. We are part of it, just as much as anything else is.
So what you're saying is power should not be taken.
Or less, if you wanted to stick. Our connection comes from our relationship with nature. We connect to it. We find ourselves symbiotic relationship. As we protect and empower nature, it too will protect and empower us. Sometimes there are times when nature finds itself in need. We step in to protect it, and the reverse is true as well.
I have a lot to think about.
It sounds as though you do, but I think you're just beginning on your journey, and I would not worry.
Will we meet again? What is this?
You certainly might. The future is always hard, difficult to see. But should you wish it, we may make it so.
I hope I see you again. Can I give her a hug?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna give her a hug.
She, yeah, very large furball woman. You kind of like go in and hug around her and kind of like end up like pulled in and draped up and wrapped up in like all of her like robes and everything.
I left a gift to nature out that way. So if any of you dig it up, don't worry. It was the thing I was wearing in my hair.
I see.
So don't worry.
All right. Are all of you going to be getting on your way?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, thank you.
I wish you well in your journey.
And I wish you well in your journey.
Thank you, dear.
Bye.
Okay.
Just gonna go back to Poppy having an existential crisis.
Oh man. Good shit.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I return back to Poppy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Ilvem were like preparing Poppy for the road.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the chat over here and noticing that you apparently made an emote out of my face.
I did. I just did it.
Mm-hmm. Anyway. All right. So yeah, Drew, you can come back, and everyone is getting Poppy ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Hello, how'd it go?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
You look like you had your entire worldview kind of shattered.
Who's not that far away? We should get going.
Maybe you should lie down. Just like lie down on Poppy. We got it. We'll be fine. You just have a little nap, okay?
Yeah, Ilvem and I will be the tanks today.
And
I
then
should
it's very
always
much
be the
not-
tank.
That's very much not a good idea.
It's not.
I'll be fine. I hope.
Well, it's my turn to serve Poppy anyway.
Why don't I ever get to turn?
Because I said it was my turn.
That wasn't my question. My question was, why do I never get
Yeah,
to
well,
turn?
that's how I answered it.
You should call it next time.
I call dibs on the next turn.
See, there you go. Now we all respect the rule of dibs.
Do we, though?
I do.
Oh, well. Goodbye, Thurbolts.
Y'all
Hi,
wave goodbye.
Jesus!
Thank you for
Thanks for the
everything.
help.
Yes, thank you for looking after Moloch and Poppy.
Right. Yeah, they all stop what they're doing and wave. They seem to be packing up their camp at this point and getting ready to move on.
Just,
I'll come back and see you, Jesus!
just for a minute, I'm gonna cast Reduce on that femur bone for Moloch.
Okay. So it just and you can like pick it up, and like the two heads can like pick it up together and wave it around.
Just for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then it just suddenly wonk.
Well, don't be mean to him.
I'm not. I just wanted him to play for a minute. Be happy for a minute.
Should we break it in half for him? Would that be better?
Yeah, we should. I'm gonna try to break it over my knee.
Okay. They gave you while you were setting Poppy up, they gave you directions, and you make your way to one side of the valley where the valley wall is a little shallower, and you can make your way up out of the valley and crest over the hill
Nice.
and start heading further south.
Yay!
And as you head
Yay.
in that direction,
We level up.
Yes. We passed the border. We
Please,
passed the
God.
borderline. We
Start
passed
making-
the borderline, Samuel.
would you wait a second?
Oh, yeah, Ilvem.
You eventually
Don't
you
scream
eventually
at the
find
voice
your
in
way.
my head.
You eventually find your way back to the road and continue heading south. And as you keep walking, it's starting to get into like evening at this point. And as you're making your way along the road, you eventually come to a point where you can see like wooden stakes like set into the ground that have been like I forget what it's called, like those walls where it's basically like logs that are lined up like right next to each other when the top has been sharpened.
Yes, yeah.
Just some of those on either side of the road in front of you, almost forming like a gate. With like the road passes between it, but it basically means you can't go around it. And you can see what looks to be soldiers standing around the gate in full plate armor.
Are they soldiers of the Witch Queen?
No,
No, I don't.
that would be bad. Yeah, there's a bunch of Githyanki in front of you. How's that gonna go?
I don't have my magic, so not very good.
I have fireballs.
You have one fireball.
I have two. Oh,
You
that's
sending
right.
today.
I have one fireball.
right.
Hi.
Hello?
Ahoy.
And then one of them calls back, "Sir, travelers on the road." And
That's us.
another
We're travelers on the road.
one comes up into stands in the road in front of you, and comes up. You can see they're all wearing all of them wearing the same full plate armor that's sort of been colored a very light sky blue color.
Ooh.
And all of them on the chest plate have the same 3 symbols emblazoned on them. They've got let's see, where did I put them? Yeah, 3 sigils. One is a spear with sails coming off of it. One is a diving hawk, and one is 2 rows of shark's teeth, different than the fangs that you saw on the banner.
Mm-hmm.
But each of them they're in a different order on each of their breastplates. Each one has like a different one on top. Though I mean, some of them have the same one, like matching, like the same arrangement, but like looks like there is a variation in arrangements of those 3 sigils. And the officer steps out, and the one that appears to be an officer steps out. He takes off his helmet because he has long black hair that goes like pretty much down to his waist. That's just in a solid mass of like interlocking braids and knots that create like almost like a solid piece of like tapestry hanging down his back.
Oh, cool.
Knotted together, and he comes out and looks up at you and says, he begins in actually speaking in the language of Kukui, which I believe only Sid speaks.
Oh.
But then switches over to the common language and says, where are you headed? Where are you coming from?
Yes, we are on a little trip from Pyre, and we're heading into Kukui. Thank you for asking.
I see. And to which of the loyal houses of Kukui do you support?
I didn't write this down. 1 second. I didn't write them down. So what are the loyal houses again?
I don't know if you actually know.
We don't.
Oh.
I met with a individual named Konos in the city of Bastion.
As soon as you talk, Hannibal, he like peers up over the top of the elephant and sees you.
Yeah.
Eyes narrow and then go wide, and then says, "A Triton."
That's what they tell me.
You're a far away from the sea, aren't you?
That's what they tell me.
He looks back at the other people, and you can see them like reaching for weapons. You're going to need to come with us then.
Why?
Real quick, can I have a perception check from everybody?
Fuck. 12.
Where he goes, I go.
I want to roast this dick.
I need math. Calculator.
21.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 12.
Mm-hmm.
25.
Okay. Ilvem and Drew, as Hannibal's having this conversation, you notice all of that. But you also spot, like, up in the trees, kind of behind all of these people, you can see a person just, like, kind of clamber out of the branches, and you can't see their face. They're actually wearing a wooden mask, like a pretty unadorned wooden mask, just with, like, 2 holes for eyes and one hole for a mouth. Almost giving, like, a surprised expression with a hood up. Yeah. Basically like the surprised emoji as a face, or like shy guy, kind of.
Yes,
like a shy guy face.
Shy guy.
Wearing very dark green outfit, just kind of like a almost like a robe and trousers that's like cinched at the joints. It's fairly flowy, but cinched at the joints to keep it like close in and easier to move around in. You can see this person like peer out of the trees and like look at, like, see the 2 of you noticing them, like kind of give a little nod and then look down behind them and start gesturing and pointing down at the roadblock ahead of you.
Sorry.
The officer.
Why does he need to go somewhere?
Yeah.
Because all Triton coming through the lands of Kukui are wanted by the loyalist movement.
Oh, so you're a bunch of racists. That's fine.
You're just a little mistaken. I'm so sorry. This is really embarrassing for us and me and you. But you see, the thing is that actually what is happening here is that he's not actually a Triton. I know it's oh, it's so embarrassing. We thought that it would maybe be like a funny little joke, but he's actually a wizard. So he uses
He has a
disguise.
spell up
He
right
uses
now.
disguise
No,
self
fuck that.
sometimes.
No,
You've
I
heard
don't.
of it.
No, I don't. This guy wants
You've
to be a
heard of it.
racist piece of shit. He can be.
So if you want to just let us through, that's fine.
No.
I'm going to ask this one time. Are we going to do this the easy way or the hard way?
Well, let me put it this way for you really quickly. I will single-handedly remove your spine from your body if you lay a single hand on Hannibal.
Looks back to the troops and then just kind of like takes a few steps back and whistles before saying, now I'm very glad that that we hired on those sorcerers, whatever they are." And after he whistles, there's just kind of like a puff of smoke, and a creature that's let's see, how big is it? Is it large? I think it might be large, or is it like no, it's medium. You see what appears to be a person kind of appear in the road in front of you, although it's covered in this like bluish gray chitinous material, almost like an insect, with 4 arms and like just spines and spikes sticking off it. It has a very insectoid face with yellow eyes and mandibles, and it's holding a trident as it just appears in the road in front of you. And then he says to it loudly and like kind of like how how idiots speak to people who don't speak the same language as them, just louder and more and slower. Just like, kill the rest, but take that one hostage. And as he says that, you hear just from about 20 feet off the road, and then just a bunch of yelling as people come charging out of the brush and the trees from your right, charging towards that thing and the people manning the checkpoint. Armor, yes, mostly, but it's kind of patchwork, and all of them are wearing long patchwork patchwork coats of a variety of length, either short or long. All of them turned outward with the seams facing outward, which does match the description of the people on the side of the Tritons in the Civil War.
I am going to yell out loud in Primordial to fuck these racist dicks up, and I'm throwing a fireball down at all the guards.
Okay. At this point, there is a lot of intermingling of the two
never
sides,
mind.
so you would hit both. But that's where we're going to pick up in the new year.
Oh, man.
However, you've crossed the border.
Bastard.
So you do level up.
D6.
I
Two
don't
hit
have my
points. I rolled a 2.
magic.
You can still level up, even though you can still level up and get like whatever spell you would have otherwise. But for now, I'll say also after all the waiting, you are back up to 1st level spells now.
I don't have my magic. I can't fight.
Ooh, I can make a transmuter stone now. What 4th level spell do I take? 3rd level spell do I take? Oh, I thought I'd get a 4th level spell by now.
No, you get the level 7.
That's right.
It's odd numbered levels.
Right.
Yeah. All right, folks. We're gonna do some leveling up here. They will be level 6 by the time they come back in January. Thank you for joining us on this fine Sunday afternoon into evening, depending on what the time zone you're in.
Sam, would you be really nice and say I could have taken a vial of blood from that necromancer, please?
Potentially. We'll talk about it. All right, folks. Have an excellent rest of your evening.
Yes.
And we will see you in the new year.
We will. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.